Hello, Internet, and welcome to Ward 47. Thank you for joining us this lovely Saturday afternoon. We are here to play some parslings, as we always do. We're gonna be getting right back into our session, or into our game here in a bit. Before we get started, we'll do our normal announcements and introductions. If you are not up to date with everything we do on this channel, we have our full lineup of shows below our faces if you're watching us live on Twitch, where you can see everything that we do throughout the week and the systems that we're playing. Our next regularly scheduled live stream after this one for our TTRPG content is on Monday. We'll be returning to Red Jenny, which is another game that I run. If you want to see me run more games, it's going to be the Dragon Age TTRPG, and we are I think we're going to be having some downtime this week because we just finished up some crime. So come hang out with us for that on Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern. And then trying to think of anything else. I think this week is pretty much normal as far as schedule goes. It should be an escape velocity week, and then we'll have our elegance and vigilance game on Thursday, and back around to our normal Saturday shenanigans. If you missed it earlier in the day, we played some Dungeons and Dragons. Van is running us through currently Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We just started there. We're still in the beginning of it, and we've already gone off book because of some chat redemptions, I think, with an Afridi showing up to save us. But
Soraya wants to date him. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I do too. Have you seen the fucking Afridi official art?
Right. They're hot.
In more ways than one.
Yes. So join us for all that stuff. It's a ton of fun. We have lots of good shows here. We also do some video games every now and then. I think RJ and I will be returning with more Nuzlocking tomorrow for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Our Heart Gold Soul Silver randomized Soul Link Nuzlocke.
Where I accidentally killed Lugia.
Where you killed my one and only legendary. You son of a bitch. RJ's getting the good encounters.
Well, luckily for you guys, there's a fucking Entei on every corner, so...
Apparently.
we can't catch them because we keep getting other shit first.
It'll be fine.
I keep getting my Cricketots before my fucking Enteis.
I'm not concerned at all.
Val's playing a game of struggle, and I'm playing does this have 40 HP or not?
Yeah, you're playing the game on easy mode and waiting for me to catch up during the gyms. So yeah, that's we'll be doing that sometime tomorrow around 2 o'clock. So come join us for that. Van and I also started playing Easter. For Easter. Well, there are eggs involved. Maybe we can find an egg to hatch. Oh no, we have eggs. We haven't hatched them yet. So we'll hatch our eggs for Easter.
But there won't be any resurrection.
No,
it's a Nuzlocke.
No, it's a Nuzlocke.
Definitely not. Yeah. But yeah, Van and I also started playing.
That was a funny joke.
That was a funny joke. Van and I also started playing Dark Souls yesterday. Van's first time running through the first Dark Souls game. Doing really good. Beat the Taurus Demon.
I beat the Taurus Demon.
So yeah,
I cheesed the fuck out of the Taurus Demon.
He
couldn't keep me off the ladder, man.
You just kept jumping off that ladder and hitting him. I was like, is this gonna work for a fourth time? Yep. And he did.
It sure is.
So it was great.
We'll do that again soon, so come join me and Val in our favorite pyromancer, Moon Baby.
Yeah, Moon Baby the pyromancer.
Should we get a WWE recording of "He's on the ladder" and just like play it?
Yeah.
Just spam it.
Yeah.
Over and over.
We could put that on the soundboard, right?
I can.
We can figure that out.
Be able to. I have cheering. I can do that.
No, we need to get
Baby from the top rope.
Watch out!
That's more like golf claps. That doesn't really work. So I'll find something better. I can record some stuff on there.
Nice
but anyway,
strike.
That's for when I don't get killed by the same skeleton for the 17th time.
Yeah. That is everything we've got. I'm going to go and let my lovely players here introduce themselves, talk about what they do on and off this channel, who they're playing tonight, starting with Anne.
That's me. Hi. It's me, Moon Baby. Your favorite Dark Souls character.
Moon baby.
Hi, you can find me on the internets at Savvy Seaworth, pretty much wherever you can find people on the internets. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Hive Social, but mostly I'm hanging out in the GGK Discord, and I am live on this channel. Thursdays through Mondays, either playing in games or running them. I run Dungeons & Dragons on Saturday mornings before this game. As Val mentioned, the Witchlight Carnival has already gotten pretty buck wild, so come hang out with the quintet and their new Ifriti friend. Oops. That one's not in the module. That's just us. And then on Sunday nights, you can find me on twitch.tv/lbhackemup, playing Monster of the Week, I think, for one more week, and then we'll be back to Dungeons & Dragons and Playthings of the Gods. But tonight, I am playing Aiden Rose, who is a well-meaning scientist with a passion for art.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ. You can catch me at RJList282 on Twitter, Twitch, Hive, and wherever else on the interwebs, because it's not taken. Of course, as Val said, tomorrow we're going to be doing a Nuzlocke Soul Link. I'm on currently easy mode. I have not... it's just a free ride. It's fun, for me at least. On Mondays, catch myself and Danae over at the Indoor Adventures, where we do a D&D 5e homebrew campaign. My wizard got married, and now we're gonna have our reception. If anyone wants to know about Shatterkai marriage habits, we have to go out and hunt something now together. And being a level 20 wizard means I'm a walking extinction event. So, we'll find out. Thursdays over at the Hype Goblins, where we do a D&D homebrew game again, but instead we use primarily third-party stuff. I play a barbarian who doesn't like to rage. He is a stone in a sea of storms. Saturday, we'll get to that in a second. Sunday, finally over at the Hype Goblins once again, where we're doing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and you're gonna have to tune in for that to see what I'm doing there. But today, I'm playing Yuri Katagiri, and he was literally raised by wolves, but now he's trying his best.
That he is. Hey, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me pretty much all over the internet at Greek Sid, except for AG, where you can find me at Girl Karma, goddammit, 18-year-old Sid. I am here Thursdays through Mondays, mostly playing in games, but I do run a game of Good Society with a little bit of D&D smushed in called Elegance and Vigilance. We got into some real good character building. Y'all destroyed some fucking bandits. Jesus. I have to be harder on my party. And I did it all by myself. I gave Val a wish scroll. That was my fault. I take ownership. I'm taking ownership. That was my fault. But it should
we need
make
to share
things
that
very
meme in the
interesting.
Discord that Wally made.
Oh my god, yes.
I'll find it.
Please share that. Please share that in the live reactions. That will be amazing. And that's pretty much, this meme is exactly what happened. So I'm apologizing. Val, I apologize. It was my fault. It was great. So come hang out 7 o'clock Eastern on Thursday.
No need to apologize. I apologize to you for what I'm going to eventually do with it.
Tonight, this afternoon, because it's blaring sun in right now. I am playing Amaris Brennan. Amaris is an observant wallflower with an eye for tech and a love of poetry.
That just leaves me, everybody. Hi, everybody. It's me, Wings, also known as Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings most related to D&D and a lot of things on the Indoor Adventures stream. But for today, you can find me right here playing as Mori, who is he hasn't been a faceless career man with a dream for a long time. Not since season 1, but now he is a faceless voice of the people. DanaeKeener.com.
Damn, she said it.
DanaeKeener.com.
She said it.
Last week was so good with 3 of us doing it at the same time. We'll get you again.
No, all of us pausing, waiting for someone else to do it, and then doing it at the same
And then
time.
everyone saying it at the same time. It was great. Hi, everyone. That leaves it with me. I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown, looking around the internet. I am here Thursdays through Mondays playing running games. I already talked about both the games that I run. I run this one, Dragon Age, on Mondays. And I play and a lot of other stuff between, either murdering bandits with fire bolts, or in Sid's game, or shooting sharks with a gun in fake sharks with a gun in Van's game. And yeah, that's me in between. But tonight I'm going to be running this game. All you're ready to get started. All right, let's recap. Previously on Ward 47, you were infiltrating, patronizing a bar called Gilded, a club, I guess I should say, more than just a bar, called Gilded in Ono Metro, for to help out a gang of parslings called the Tinta. You had surreptitiously gone to the bar in two different pairings, Aiden and Amaris, and Yuri and Mori. Yuri and Mori had clocked the proprietor of the club and some drugs that they were dealing. Yuri stole some and made his way to the bathroom, unfortunately getting noticed as in the process. While they were doing that, Amaris and Aiden had been propositioned and were being brought back to the back rooms by one of the entertainers at the club, Candy. And
With an eye.
With an eye.
In the middle.
Yeah. And we're dealing with the panic because of that. Well, Amaris was. I think Aiden was pretty much just go with the flow. Yuri had a John Wick style fight in the bathroom against one of the club's bouncers or guards that had come in to detain you, getting your head smashed against a window, busting them or pinning them down, or like grappling them, pulling them back into one of the stalls, getting shot in the leg, and eventually incapacitating them. Learning about this, Aiden came to the rescue to try to help bandage up Yuri.
Aiden abandoning
Amaris. with
In his
Candy.
defense, they just got a text from Yuri that said, "I got shot."
I got shot.
I was pretty sure that Candy was not going to shoot you in the few
You're
minutes I was gone.
Lucky. You're lucky.
Oh, I
Wow.
would have been back in a minute. I could have
She
also
seemed
put you up
quite
in the
nice.
vents.
That's true.
While this was happening, Mori was speaking with B, the club manager and the leader of the Strikers, the gang that operates out of this club. You presented yourself as a representative, I guess, of Memento from Sinnoh, looking to perhaps strike some sort of deal with B and the Strikers, and establish some sort of turf or hold in on a metro. This had mixed results. B's not seeming to fully trust you, actually brought you back to her back room in the club where Mori fully revealed himself as Memento, made a wager that you could leverage your position, your information gathering against the current fixer that works with the Strikers, Cash, offering to get them this drug that they were selling, Cogent, at a much cheaper price, hopefully cutting out their current middleman and saving them some cred in the process, from a use of manipulate your Mori's silver tongue and some good old-fashioned salesmanship. Be agreed to this, putting on kind of like a test run, saying if you can get us this, if you can figure out where Cash is getting their Cogent from and can get it to them for a cheaper price, then B would be willing to cut Cash out of the deal and bring you in. While this was happening, and while Yuri was getting patched up, Amaris had a nice conversation with Candy where she utilized some sort of neural link device, which allowed her to sort of tap into Amaris's subconscious and had a really kind of creepy scene where she talked to Amaris and kind of helped to calm Amaris down a little bit, but Amaris seemed to be very wary of the situation. But before it could go any further than where it was at, Aiden returned, and the two of you got to question Candy a little bit. And so you learned a few things. You learned that this drug, Cogent, is being sold in the clubs through the employees, for B and the Strikers. That Candy described a little bit of the drug's effects, and I think Mori learned. I don't remember if Mori learned any of the drug's effects during speaking with B. I don't feel like there was much discussion on what the drug did exactly. But Aiden and Amaris learned a little bit during that conversation, wanting to know a little bit more about Cash too. Candy didn't seem to know much about Cash other than that she had heard that one of the workers at the club who had seen Cash when they come in had noticed a Separus badge on them, like an ID tag on their coat or on their jacket that would have indicated they maybe work for the company. With all that information in hand, deals arranged, you returned back to the Tinta Caravan, where you had Cloud assist Aiden and the rest of you helping as well in identifying this drug and figuring out what it does, where it comes from, and what you can do about it. And you learned that Cogent has as a hallucinogenic that also has properties in it of that seem to be derived or at least synthesized using Parasite genetic material, and that the drug, if used by parasites or parslings, would potentially drive them incoherent. With all that information, Mori called Dr. Alder Green at Separus to set up a meeting to talk about some of this, asking if he knew of anyone that on the payroll named Cash. Dr. Green denied this and arranged a lunch meeting for all of you the next day. And you all went back into the city with the Tinta on sort of standby, just in case. Met Dr. Green for lunch, and yes, yep, Cash is green.
That was just the notes that I took in the last 15 minutes of the game.
Good job, Sid. Cash is green.
Cash is green!
Yeah, it came out during the conversation that as you began to speak with Dr. Green when his lunch was being served, that they are in fact Cash. And a waiter in the corner that was attending to you seemed to shift or morph, and without any warning, Mello was standing in the room with you. And that is where we are picking up our game today. Let me change the music. Something a little less pumped up. Let's go with our usual investigative music. So, in the corner, tall, thin person with kind of long, bluish green hair and very vibrant blue eyes. He's still wearing the waiter's kind of suit, very stylish black outfit. Is Mello.
So did he just change his appearance, or did he go full Agent Smith and absorb the actual
No,
waiter?
it's more like there was some sort of you gather probably some sort of parse that was disguising his or their appearance.
Just making sure. And
they were they did not. This is not the Matrix. They did not just embed themselves in the code of this person standing here. Y'all are not in the Matrix.
Never know. Okay,
you're pretty sure you're not in the Matrix. pretty sure. I'd say like 75%.
Aiden's
sure.
only about 60% sure.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
What's the
Um,
Matrix?
Mello kind of steps around the table so you can see and says, "So it appears the jig is up, I suppose. I was hoping we might be able to keep this under wraps. Hi, everyone."
Mellow.
Mori, having stood like the moment that like, you know, another party revealed themselves as present, just sort of like looks at them, looks at his group, and is like, Mello. This is Mello, right? Hi.
I
don't think
believe
we've had the
met Mori.
yeah,
now.
we haven't had the pleasure. Yeah, I am Mori. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I've heard a lot about you.
Likewise.
I'm sure. We should probably talk. See if we can resolve this whole thing peacefully. Hopefully, I would very much like to do things that way. But let's chat openly first. The door's closed. It's just the four of you, Dr. Green and Mel in the room. Mel moves around to the chair and stops for a second and says,
And Luca, right?
Luca is there too. Yes, that is correct.
Okay. And Luca disappeared.
Yeah, Luca's there and it's like has grabbed immediately had like grabbed for his sword and is kind of looking at all of you like, what are we doing? Are we good?
I feel like we
Amaris
all have
just,
the same...
reaches out and grabs. I think I've just grabbed whoever's next to me. Can I say Luca was one of the people next to me? And I just sort of grab his arm and
Sure.
Okay.
trepidatious, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension in the room right now. You can see Mello is acting pretty calm, but is very much on guard right now. And looks to Dr. Green and says, Doctor, I don't believe that you're needed for this conversation. Grim, why don't you escort the doctor out? And you watch, you don't see any response. You don't see Grim. You just watch as from behind the chair, suddenly unfolding out, you see multiple hands reaching out from behind the chair, placing themselves on the doctor, who kind of freaks out and says, I can stay here for, and then suddenly it's just pulled into the floor. And he's gone.
Cool.
I see Grim is here also.
Yeah, Grim and I are working together on this one. And it moves immediately back to the chair that the doctor was just sitting in and sits down in it.
Maury's going to like sit down at the same rate as Mello, just sort of like sink into his seat.
I don't think I've met you either. Looking over to Luca, you're one of the Tinta, right? And Luca says, yeah, yes, Luca.
Dang, I was just gonna lie and say Luca was my brother. he would have bought it.
This is Cyber Aiden. We got him from cyberspace.
And Mello leans back in the chair and says, okay, so where do we start?
It's a good question. Where have you been?
Oh, here mostly, all over.
You didn't. I mean, you disappeared. You all disappeared.
Well, disappeared from public eye, I guess. We're still around.
Clearly.
The collective didn't take you?
What do you mean by took?
I don't know per se.
Every incoherent disappeared.
Yeah.
Right. I suppose from your perspective, yes, the collective did take us somewhere safe. Sinnoh was not the best place for us at that point. Things had gotten a bit out of hand. Unfortunately, Ego is still a bit frustrated by how things went down.
At the mention of ego, like Mori looks around the room to just make sure, there's not
like
another
a-
person standing in a
Like
corner
a
with
shock
a
of
point
green
that's
hair
like,
behind the ficus, or
The I think catching on to
Ficus
this,
betrayed us.
catching on to your kind of uneasiness, Mello says, "He's not here. Ego and Mag are on a different assignment.
I see.
So,
And
just us.
you're here working with Cash, I suppose.
Cash is more working with us.
Care to share more on that?
Sure. If that keeps things peaceful, I can share information.
How about you just tell us what we have right?
Okay.
You're
What do you think's
using
happening?
Cogent to turn parslings as close to incoherency as you can, and getting regular humans addicted to it to the point that the only way that they'll survive is by becoming a parsley.
Everything you said is technically correct, yes. That being said, I think that information is coming from one perspective. That you might be painting it in a light that I don't necessarily see it in.
well, why don't you give us your perspective?
Right. Let's start here. Have you figured out what the collective is yet? Do you understand the magnitude of all of this?
It's ancient.
I
Yeah.
don't think any of us are under any illusions that it's not bigger than everything here.
Yes. And it would be more appropriate to say they. The collective isn't just a single organism. I guess technically, it depends on how you look at things. It's one and many at the same time. But it is old. Older than me, older than anyone or anything else on this earth. And it is sad and frustrated. If it would help this conversation and help you to explain things, and maybe my goal here is to keep this from getting violent, is to get you on our side and to stop fighting against us. And if explaining why we're doing what we're doing will make any difference, I'm happy to. I just don't want to waste either of our times if you're not going to at least be open to listening and empathizing with me.
I'm listening.
Okay. So, tell me if you've heard this part before, but parsites are old. Very old. Your understanding of them and the world's understanding of them is that they sprung up out of nowhere a couple decades ago when they first appeared in Sinnoh and a few other small cities, some sort of infection, right?
It just
But they-
awoke in them. Right.
Yeah. They're the calamity, the impact that changed so many things, shook things up enough for them to resurface. But they've always existed. These powers, these abilities, this connection has always existed between us. I mean, the origins, there are even some that have existed in society for longer than you realize. There weren't enough of them to spread around and make enough noise to really draw attention. But
David Bowie.
yes, yeah.
I knew it.
As well as anyone larger than life, that anything that defied explanation, monsters, supernatural powers, gods, devils, all of it, the stories, all connect back to this singular, these beings that have existed alongside us for as long as we had the ability to think. Does that make sense?
I think I understand the gravity of the age of parasites, and I'm assuming the collective.
The collective came about sometime later. I want you to understand, this isn't an invasion. This isn't, there are conspiracy boards and people that think these are aliens that are invading our planet, or extra dimensional beings crossing over. This isn't parasites.
On the meteor. We aren't under any illusions of that.
I think what's more important is to stress that a parasite has as much right to this planet as anyone else does. They just can only exist alongside us. Parasitic, symbiotic, however you want to put it. But just like a mushroom, you can't fault something for what it is designed to feed on. What you can fault are the choices that people make when confronted with this kind of power and these abilities. A long time ago, there was a king, emperor, important figure. You could probably look him up in a history book. He recognized this power, and this was a time when magic and the supernatural existed alongside people, when we saw these things as miracles, as greater than ourselves. And when parasites were more a part of society, gods and heroes and everything in between. This king wanted more, as all people in power eventually do. They wanted to use these parasites, these abilities, to ascend to something greater, to become a god. And so using what power he had over man, crafted through the use of parsing a relic. And this relic had a very specific purpose, and gave this king the ability to rewrite parsites, to change their meanings. Everything, every person, every entity on this planet has a meaning, has a purpose, a singular word that defines it. Becoming incoherent is just surrendering yourself to that meaning, to accepting your own identity, what you are at your core. And what this tyrant wanted was the ability to rewrite that how he saw fit, to erase a meaning and replace it with something else. You can imagine that was not something many people were comfortable with. Would you be comfortable with that?
I think there's just a small shake of the head from Mori.
What happened?
Well, something unprecedented. You're familiar with the concept of paragraphs. I'm assuming the four of you have formed one, as I can sense. Imagine a union greater than even that. Imagine parselings, incoherence, lingua, all uniting with a singular purpose. A single paragraph, a form, a story large enough to bend reality, large enough to resist being unwritten. That is the collective. That's what they refer to themselves as. And they destroyed this king's tower, and they stole this brush, this relic. Afterwards, the collective sealed itself away, along with many of everything that had unified with it, and that was nearly every parsite that existed at the time. And so, millennia passed, parselings were lost to history.
Until the event.
The collective awoke after that and has spent the last few decades observing, seeing whether anything had changed. And they were disappointed.
What change were they looking for?
Whether humanity had grown past the point of needing to, where individual needs of warping others' identities, their purposes, their essences to fit their own need had had passed, whether we had evolved beyond that.
Yeah, I wish.
And so, the collective formed with a new purpose. This time, we're not going to, or humanity will not be given the opportunity to make the same mistake, to gain that level of power and control.
Is that not doing exactly what that king did?
I look at it as different. The collective doesn't seek to change anyone, only to allow them, only for them to embrace the singularity within themselves, the essence of who they are.
Mello, you were created by a parse, right?
I was.
Were you ever human?
No. Not in the sense that you would see me. I mean, I'm very much similar to any human. I'm not. I bleed, I eat, I sleep.
Well,
But there are many in this world that would not see me as human, no.
forgive me if this is forward, but I don't think you understand humanity at all. Humans aren't a singularity. They've got far more complexity than that. And by summing them up to just one word, that is rewriting who they are.
It's doing them a disservice.
You're correct. I was created as part of a parse, and I was born similar to Ego. The paragraph that created me did so for a very specific purpose. They died, unfortunately, when they lost control, but their intent for me was bliss, happiness, to rid the world of strife and suffering, to end all conflict. That is what I am here to do, and the only path forward that I can see is that the collective has promised.
If conquest is the only way that you can achieve contentment, I think you might need to rethink some things.
This isn't conquest, Amaris. This is coming home.
It's a big jump to assume everybody's home is yours.
Well, some may not be happy with it, those that still seek the strife or power that they crave, and the individuality, as you put it, that comes from these conflicting thoughts rattling around inside of you. But you also have not experienced what it is to be whole instead of a mosaic of conflicting ideas and drives and influences, to have one.
Essentially, what you're doing is trying to create peace by forcing everyone to live how you want them to live.
Well, I can see we have a difference of opinion there.
Yeah, but you want us to do you the respect of listening to yours. And perhaps be swayed. You have no intention of giving us the same courtesy. Is that fair? And is that peaceful? Or is that some strife in you?
Aiden, make I'm gonna have you make a poll.
Ooh.
A poll? What are we
A
voting
poll.
on?
Oh.
I want to know what
Cool.
kind of pull this is.
I
hard
want to
dad.
know what the poll is.
I was just trying to help Dad.
I want
think-
you to tell me.
Well, so that's the point. Like, I mean, you've all done a little bit of talking. Aiden's just the one that made that point.
Yeah, but we'll get more if Mori helps me.
Well, Mori also probably can get more by trying to help you than actually doing it.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Mori will get you a 30 on an assist, but get like a 7 trying to talk his way out.
Listen, we
That's-
wouldn't have got to
that's-
this point without Mori's
Without
great setup.
Dad.
I think,
Throughout this conversation, would I have been able to recompose?
yeah, I think you've all had a chance to recompose.
Alright. I'm in.
I
Let's
think
go.
it's gonna be
Am I pulling?
cunning.
I've been keeping my discard pile separate for a whole week.
Cunning.
I think it's cunning empathy.
Not charm. Not charm. Not charm. I'm charming.
I'm debating whether, because you're making like, this is more of like a logical point that
No,
you are
you're
making, and
right.
less of like, yeah. So no, I'm gonna say
See the
cunning.
humanity in this mellow.
Okay.
I'll definitely assist. I've got to follow up.
Can all of us help since the ones of us that
depending
have
on
been
how well
talking?
this goes.
I should not help.
That's a good point.
I got shot, came up. Can I bring that up?
If you have said something to add to this conversation,
Yuri has been just
I
patrolling,
think Yuri's
making
been
sure
pretty
that
quiet. Yeah.
things don't go off the rails.
And
If you have said something
glad.
or you would like to add something, then you can contribute to the check. If
I'll-
not,
What are we looking for?
My
no, it's hearts.
My draw
Hearts,
is a big 4.
Okay.
I've drawn my 2, 3, and 4 of hearts. And a nasty club that I don't need. 6, 7. So 9.
I think this is very appropriate. I did pull my 3 of hearts, and my 3 of the hearts is the whole is greater than the sum of the parts.
Ooh.
I
It
feel like that
rhymes.
is
It rhymes.
very applicable
Sure.
to this
Yeah, yeah.
conversation.
I want to get invited to the nasty club.
That's a 5.
Oh my god. I'm sweating so bad that my cards are sticking to my fingers.
I've got 8 for you then.
Okay, that's 17.
All right.
No. Yes.
Do we have a goal?
I was gonna
Uh,
draw for Mellow.
Wow.
Okay. Which I think Mellow is gonna be. I think it's gonna be cunning perseverance.
Oh, I like that combination. It's a good combination.
I'm gonna have to be mean came up, so
Mellow's draw for that is
if I say something hurtful, can I draw another card?
6. Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
I love it.
Neg his ass.
Nag his ass.
Mellow's
Okay.
also going to use Pinnacle, which allows them to. It's an incoherent thing. They can discard up to 4 cards and add those as additional successes
Wow, that's
for each
cool.
card. For each card discarded.
They're
Yeah, if you want to
gonna
go
need it.
incoherent, you get some cool stuff.
No,
What's
we
that?
have-
Turning incoherent
That's-
gets me cool
We
stuff.
have other cool
No!
stuff.
That's the most persuasive argument that you've made all night.
And so Yuri goes into his pocket, pulls out the drugs.
Just chug, chug the whole thing.
No! I dive on Yuri. I
Serving
eat the
size
drugs
one
before you
bottle.
have a chance.
Okay. Hold on. Let me do math. My sleep-addled brain.
Go for it, Dad.
Energy drink just makes me gay faster. Okay.
That's what I need on a
Is
shirt.
that why I drink all that Dr. Pepper? That makes so much sense now.
9, 12, 12 plus 6 is 18, and I've got a couple of diamonds here if I need it.
Okay.
That would put us at 35.
Jesus Christ, y'all.
We're very persuasive when we want to be.
I don't think I can.
With the draw of 4?
Huh?
With the draw of 4? 35?
But he gets to draw like 12 cards to add to things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember
Well,
how
it's
Morris.
35
How does
between the
Morris
3
helping
of
things?
us.
Yeah, between the 3 of you, because Aiden. Yeah,
I
Aiden.
gave 8.
And I had 9.
Yeah, well, Mars,
17.
you only drew 2.
Just 2, yeah.
Yeah, and then Mori
The-
gets to do like a million.
A million zillion.
Because Mori's is not the same draw as everyone else, right?
No.
You make a specific
Right.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I
you
do a
add those two.
specific check, and it's the best stats that I have.
Yeah, yeah. You're min-max to help people.
I am.
I mean, if you want to pull those diamonds,
I'm about to say something mean, so if you just want to cap my ass
Yeah,
after
please,
this, I'm
please,
very
no, please say something
open to
mean.
it. Okay.
The diamonds. Make it ridiculous. We're not
So,
parsing.
like-
It's okay.
Mori like is like shows a lot of restraint. He like Amaris is like being very assertive in this conversation, and like there's a swelling of pride inside him as he sees like Amaris like standing up to this like very powerful incoherent and Aiden do you remember what Aiden said exactly?
I said essentially that Mello wants us to give them the respect of listening to
Right.
their opinion and possibly changing ours, but refuses to give us the same. So, aren't they just causing the strife they don't want?
Yes.
I'm sure it was
and,
cooler the first time I said it.
That
It was very good, and I'm gonna go
I-
back and clip it. Don't worry.
yeah, I liked that. And like piggybacking off of what Aiden said, Mori says, you are so focused on the fact that you're coming to us and postulating a choice, and it's not a choice if you don't take no for an answer. In fact, you're no better than the tyrant.
Okay.
Are we done with
Uh,
the check? Are we adding anything else?
Oh no! If
think
Mori
I'll-
did something mean, then he can pull another one.
That I did already pull it.
You did, yeah, because
Okay.
I said that
Yeah.
you could
So
do it.
35.
35.
So, 35.
I-
I got a,
I cash in my numbers and then do something mean later.
Gotcha.
I got a 16. So I didn't get there.
We
The-
technically didn't crit. but
You didn't crit. No, I specifically did. I spent a potential so y'all wouldn't crit. But you almost did. Jesus. All right. Here's
That's why
what
we're a
happens.
paragraph, baby.
Here's what happens.
Mello
So
pulls out a
you're
gun.
pacing around the edge of the room. Everybody else is sitting at the table. Luca is looking very confused, concerned, worried, mostly confused.
He's fine. We'll protect him. Would never let anything happen to Luca.
And Mello sits back a bit. Says, "You make a good point, and you're right. I really don't want this to be a conflict. I want everyone to be happy. I can figure out a way." And they're cut off as you hear another voice echoing through the room. It says, "We're done, Mello. You've had your chance. It's my turn now." And Mello looks around and says, "Grim, not now, not..." And you watch as the hands once again pulling up from the ground grab onto Mello, and Mello looks to all of you and just like quietly says, "I'm sorry," and is pulled away again.
So much for not being a tyrant.
And you hear Grim's voice says, "I care not for the peace which you speak. We are done here, and I am sick of perceiving the four of you."
Stop
And you
sticking
begin-
your many hands in our business.
You begin to hear footsteps coming through the sounds of multiple people, sort of very quickly, boots on the ground through the restaurant behind you, and you begin to hear the sound of like weapons being readied at the door.
Luca, I think it might be time to go, buddy.
Let's go. Grabby. Grabby, grabby. Grabby, everybody.
What are we doing?
We're going.
Running.
Leaving.
Grabby.
yeah,
Are we parsing?
All
Amaris
right.
seems to really want to parse right now.
I mean, we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
I want to get us out.
Okay.
You want to like teleport you guys out.
I want to teleport us out.
Okay, well, here's the scene then, because behind you, as the door, you hear those weapons ready, and you just hear like a muffled "Raging no," and there is a poof as the doors go flying open, and you see a like a sci-tech like squad of like separatist guards being to flank into the door, weapons drawn. But you Amaris grabs onto you all links, so you have an opportunity to parse if you want to avoid this this combat.
I want to turn all of their weapons into balloon animals.
We're going full Jobu Tupaki. Full Jobu Tupaki.
So let us.
Well, what
when they-
ability would teleportation be?
I guess I'll hold on. Let me put on gun fingers at least. Let's add
So,
some
Are you sure you
tension.
don't want to fight? I'm pretty sure we could take them.
Here's my idea, right? We turn their guns into balloon animals, and then when they pull the triggers, they just fire away. You know, that'd be pretty funny.
Or we could turn them all into those guns that the mask has, where he fires it and a flag comes
So-
out that just says bang.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. Teleporting
both.
all of yourselves to a different location is probably a divine parse. Because that is more in the like grounds of like whatever your heart desires.
right,
Kind of
It's a
thing.
divine
Um,
parse -7 if we want to use
There's
that.
You could use your thing and turn it down to a miraculous
How
parse.
many
Yeah.
of them are there?
Teleporting the 5 of you somewhere is a full up and down divine is an act of God.
How many of them
Well,
are
let's-
there?
There are 10.
There's 5 of us.
2 each.
3
There's
for
6 of
Yuri
us,
and me and Luca.
Okay.
Perfect. You guys each
Disabling
take
their
on 2
guns into
guards,
something funny.
And I'll just
okay,
lay
fine.
on the ground and
I'm
get kicked for a
down.
while.
I'm down for disabling their
That's-
guns into something funny.
That is a little easier to do.
Just give
I
ourselves
would
the
s-
upper hand.
That sounds
would
like
probably-
enchantment. So
I'd probably put that at a grand parse, and yeah, I think enchantment.
Luca, if possible, no killing.
Luca, yeah.
Oh, you just have a sword, huh?
Luca kind of looks to Sword and just shrugs like, I'll try.
That's all we can ask for, my man.
All right.
Balloon guns.
Balloon guns.
Literal
Leo.
balloon guns.
I'm going to spend to recompose.
All right. So let's do this. Let's initiative.
Okay.
Reasonable.
And that's just
And-
pull one and add
Well,
our
do y'all want to do a
initiative thingy,
group
right?
so you have the ability to parse?
Yes.
Yes.
I prefer, I think, most instances doing the group initiative. I also found a cool other rule in this game that I did not. We haven't ever used the dodge action in this game. If y'all want to try to avoid hits, it's a simple action that you can do on your turn. And if you are sharing an initiative with somebody, you can help them with your dodge action, which essentially adds whatever you pull. You pull a number of cards equal to your defense, and you add that to their defense if they get hit.
Oh, that's so rad.
So those of you who are playing, they're doing more of the support thing and less attacking, looking for something to do. That's another option for something to do to like keep
You
somebody
get
else from
more
taking
you
a bunch of
shield.
damage. Yeah. Yeah. So just something to look up. It's on page 51 in the book, along with the like basic around like the combat section. But I read that. I was like, oh, that's super useful if y'all got to fight. So for
I think I
group,
dodged literally once, and then I was all like, "Fuck it, glass cannon."
yeah, dodging is can be very helpful. Especially if you're sharing initiative and you can help other people.
Okay, so to do a group initiative,
it's the
do we-
highest individual initiative minus the group size. So you'll all do initiative, and then whoever gets the highest will just subtract
-5.
5 from that, and that will be your initiative as a group. So everybody for initiative, you draw a single card from your deck and add your initiative to it.
10 for me.
also a 10.
11.
Also a 10.
+6.
So we're going to 7.
As a group.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was the numbers y'all were giving were plus your initiative
Yeah.
modifiers as well. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me roll for the hit squad. They got a 4, so you're definitely going first. All right. So you're all going. We want to start with a parse. Those of you that want to contribute to the parse, because the other people that don't contribute can do something else on their turns.
I'll stay out of it.
I too will
I'll have
stay-
Luke. Well, I was gonna say I'll have Luca stay out of it if y'all want to be able to contribute stuff to it. I don't know if Luca really has a great word to give to this. Y'all are trying to do what again?
Turn the guns into something
Turn the
that's
guns
not
into something
guns.
goofy.
So an enchantment?
Yes, it'd be enchantment. So you're looking for
I think I've got a good
hearts.
word for this,
Yeah,
so I'll
most-
contribute.
Most of my hearts are already out, so
yeah,
Do
Luca's.
Muscle want to stay out of it then? And then.
I've got another thing I want to do.
Okay.
Okay. So the two of you doing the parse, seeing if you can get to. So a grand parse, unless y'all wanted to use your thing to reduce it, is 28.
Just the two of us?
So if y'all want to try,
I'm
to reduce-
contributing.
Okay.
If it's enchantment, you want Mori to lead, but on the other hand, I can also contribute 2 words. So I don't know how the numbers actually work out there.
That's
we
a good
can
point.
try
So
it.
what is your enchantment, Amaris?
My enchantment is. I want to say it's a 4. Let me double check. No, it's a 3.
Okay. And Mori's enchantment is
That's 5.
5. Okay. And then you'd be. I think your draw would be the same either way.
Yeah.
I could have me participate because then I don't draw. I just have me roll.
Oh yeah.
That works. Yeah, and then big boys can do something else.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Sounds good.
All right. Is it me leading? Who's leading?
You should.
I think Mori's leading. Me
I
as a
think
linguist should
you
not lead.
Probably lead. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really know if I have a good. I don't know if I have a good. What do you call it? I have a good. What's it called? Augment to add. I think, but I don't know if I have. I don't know if I
An
have
aspect.
Yeah.
I will use my what is it that gives me the ability to do this? It's my parse touch thing with the divine paragraph. Divine parse. Low sleep. Hold on. I got this. Yeah, so I'm gonna use my aspect from that bloom.
Okay. I'm real surprised you're not using blanks for the guns, but I'm cool with this. You'll never hit my expectations.
Makes a whole lot more sense, doesn't it?
Nope,
I
it's
like
fine. We're already
balloon
there.
for the balloons, though.
Yeah,
Like,
y'all are doing the
balloons
balloon
ballooning
thing.
out.
That's fine. It's not what I expected, but you know what? It never is. So, so my first thing, are y'all? So grand parse is 21, not 28. So 21.
Okay.
Do y'all want to use your thing to reduce it to a 14? You do that once per scene, but you all have to spend extra.
We have to spend 2
extra syllables.
I mean, I think I'm pretty good with syllables right now, and I think this is very
Yeah, I'm
useful.
good on syllables as well.
Okay,
Do we?
so okay.
Yeah, I'm good on syllables. Yeah, we could spend it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But
you're reducing it
particularly
to
if we're not
14.
using all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
just
the
the
two
two
of
of
you.
us, yeah.
14 is a lot more manageable.
Yes.
So let's do our so your draw. So what? Me will just roll to
Yeah,
add.
I have to contribute a word, and then for every word I contribute, I roll a dice. So
Okay.
I'm contributing freedom.
Okay.
Free the guns.
Very patriotic balloons.
Free the world.
Actually, I could fill them with blood, like in It.
Oh my god. Oh. Bunch
No!
of blood balloons. Listen, we saw how that went last time, and everyone was very scarred by it.
No. I'm contributing regret
Oh.
because these guys
Regret they didn't bring
Are
better
going
guns.
to feel it.
Should have brought a bigger shark.
should have bought a
Incredible.
better gun.
Okay, so it's regret, bloom, or it's bloom with regret and
Freedom.
Okay.
This is such a weird word combination.
Those 3 words, if I put them together, I automatically think balloons. So
99 Daslef balloons.
all right. Mori, you're drawing 4 plus 5, 6. So you're drawing 6 total. For that, and then
I thought Mori's enchantment was 5.
oh, it was a 5, so 6, 7. So 7
okay.
is your draw for this, and then Amaris, you're drawing
draw
2
2.
cards, and you're looking for hearts, and you're just rolling a single die. And adding
I got 4 for you, but I also got be more aggressive.
sure.
Got another 5 for you, so I got 9 for you.
I'm going to use my diamonds to change one of these cards into a heart because otherwise it's going to be a crit fail. And I am fresh out of perseverance and potential friends.
We gotta get you a snack.
That's okay.
We did just eat. Did you count that?
Should I?
Yeah, because we ate.
You literally just ate. Y'all just finished lunch.
Yeah.
Well, I have one potential. It's potential that you get for eating, right?
Potential and perseverance.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just used my perseverance. That was after eating.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. 12. This is going over here. 12. Plus 7 is 15.
Okay.
So, yeah. 12 plus 7 is 19.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Throw a 6 on top of that.
So 15.
25?
Yeah, 25.
Plus, is that including Amaris's too?
That's including mine, yeah.
Okay. Well, y'all definitely got there, but you didn't go over. You didn't go 3 times over, so no run on.
Wait, hold on. What did Amaris get?
9. So it was 9 plus the 6 was 15 plus your 17. Oh, no.
Hold on. Walk it back.
Okay,
That's
hold on.
more
What
than
did
that.
what did Mori get
God, you're so...
total?
12
get
plus
nine-
7 is 19,
19.
right?
You got 19.
I got
plus
19
nine.
on my own.
Yeah, plus 9 is 28.
20 plus 9 is, 28. Plus
Plus
6,
6.
is 34.
34.
Which is not 3 over.
Not
Be
3 over.
14.
It got a little closer, but it's not 3 over.
Okay.
Y'all could have done that divine force almost with that.
Yeah.
You got a pretty big ego hunt came up. Is there anything I can do about that?
With adding to the check?
Yeah.
You don't want to
like-
add to the check.
I mean, if you want to add to the check, you
Oh,
can
we
draw
don't.
them.
Yeah, that's right.
No,
No.
no, we
Ours.
don't.
All right. Sorry. Yeah. Once again.
It's okay.
Jet lag.
I mean, listen, I want to give you all the opportunity to go over. if you want.
If there was a way for me to go over like that, it would be with a big ego.
Yeah.
You got a big ego. Huh?
Okay, so we'll get to what the other 3 are doing too, but essentially the 2 of you grasp Amaris and Mori grasp hands, and me leaps out from behind Yuri.
Jumps on my shoulder!
A little fennec fox on the shoulder.
Yeah, perches up on Amaris's shoulder, and you see these words combine, and they sort of I think the words themselves kind of stretch out and then like pop as well, and you see the guards up front, the soldiers up front, wheel in, aim their weapons, and as they pull the trigger, you watch as out from the front of their weapons, balloons start to form, and they all sort of like recoil a little bit. They explode along with their guns popping as well, as if they were balloons the whole time. You just watch like pop 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 as all of their guns just blow up. So Yuri, Aiden, and Luca.
That may be the most anime shit we've ever done. I
that's
just want
pretty
to say.
fucking anime.
That was some
Yeah.
JoJo shit.
Yeah.
As that happens, Mori looks over at Amaris and goes, "Nice."
You too.
All right. Aiden, Yuri, you're up.
Hello. There is a small side conversation within Yuri, like, listen, Amarok, if I die here, you die too, so you might as well play nice.
Okay. What's Yuri doing?
You know what? I got a new feature from Exalted. I'd like to use that. So for Exalted, I do essentially a miniature embodiment parse on myself. I spend a syllable, draw 2 cards, and if they are above a 2 of clubs, then it goes off. Okay. And so Exalted Teeth comes out. And what this looks like is there is the rumbling of just the air pressure around Yuri as like the blackened tattoos swirl around his arms and go up to his neck towards the jawline, and you can just read teeth on either side, and they will shift and form into miniature V's along his jawline, like little jaws tattooed on. The same tattooed jaws appear on Aiden and Luca's face. And so this ability is called Arm to the Teeth. While this ability is in effect, you get a bonus to successes on melee attacks based on my bonus. So on your melee attacks, add a +4.
I think as you whisper to yourself and begin to invoke trying to invoke this ability, you just hear that that rumbling from inside your head, and you hear the voice of Amarok saying, "Fine, as long as we hunt. And the teeth form, and you feel, Aiden, you feel yourself bolstered by this effect. So that ferocity bleeding out to you as
I
well.
think the acceptance there is Yuri muttering back to your heart's content.
I love it. Okay, so that was your simple action this round, Yuri. So, Aiden, what do you want to do?
Punch.
Punch. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Aiden's got the gloves on and knocks them together, and the gauntlets start to glow, and it's just gonna whoever's closest, just getting a nasty one right to the face.
Why are you hitting me?
All right, go to make your force melee attack.
Okay. I need to make sure. And the gauntlets give me +2, and Yuri gives me +4. Force melee is now a 7 for me. Draw.
Okay. Damn, that's really good.
Oh, I hate to tell you how much my force melee is.
Well, you're adding 7 successes onto the back. That's not your, or is that your draw?
No, my draw is 7.
Your draw is 7. Okay, but you're also adding 4?
4 from Yuri
successes.
and 2 from the gauntlet, so 6
So
successes.
you're gonna add 6 successes. on
Yeah,
top
and
of
I'm
that.
just gonna go ahead and do the whole draw. I did pull. This is gonna be so badass.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Okay. Is another 3. So 7, 10, 15, 17, 20, 22, 26.
Damn. Okay. 26. Describe to me what you do to this Borg
To
soldier.
put these back in, those go away. Aiden, I think we were around around a table.
A table. There's a
Right.
big like circular table in the center of this room.
Okay, and like big chairs.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think Aiden, just like using the chair as leverage, just sort of launches himself like up onto the table, and then just launches over the table, like kicking off of it, and just smashes this guy
Just straight punch right to the chest.
just right to the sternum.
Yeah, Aiden full on just Superman leaps across the table, connects with this soldier up front who's just had his gun explode in his hands. Still reeling from that. Your fist makes impact, and as you land and hit the ground, your momentum is carried through him as he is sent sailing back through the restaurant. You hear a crash of some of the tables and some screams from the diners back there who were still like recovering from the SWAT team entering.
Does he knock any of his friends over?
No, but that guy is gone. That guy is very much gone. He just goes flying past, like straight through the.
There's like a janitor walking across the other side of some Parisian glass, and then he passes by where the guy smashes into.
Yeah,
Sweeping up glass.
yeah. I mean,
I just work here.
He's sent sailing.
You brought a gun to a
Sail!
parsling fight.
Sail.
Who's next?
This is what they mean by the pen is mightier than the sword.
I think that's going to be Luca's turn, and Luca is going to come rush. He kind of like slides across the corner of the like side of the table up next to you, Aiden, and you can see him kind of looks over at you, Amaris, and gives you a wink as he pulls out his sword, and then he draws it, and
Incoming.
as he draws the sword, Aiden, you watch as you're looking out into the restaurant in front of you. You watch as one of the cups that had been knocked over on the ground suddenly just like flies up to the ceiling, and then a plate, and then you watch as the 3 or like the 4 guards in the back, along with the tables and chairs and cutlery and everything, just suddenly goes just slams up into the ceiling as gravity is reversed.
Nice, dude.
Smashing them upwards. And he draws and readies the sword in front of him as he uses his new ability with artifact, which is Crash. And yeah, reverses gravity in a small area. And those guards are pretty confused right now. They're not completely knocked out of it, but they're gonna have to recover during their next turn.
Are they still on the ceiling?
They're
or
on
did
the
he
ceiling.
go?
No,
Okay.
they're staying on the ceiling for now until he sheaths the sword again. So that is Luca's turn. So it is now the SciTech squad's turn. They are going to, I guess they'd pull out some like stun batons, and they will come in for some hits because their guns are now fucking useless. So they
How many are left that aren't on the ceiling?
So I think I said 3.
10. There were 10
One is
total.
knocked out. So
4
there are
on the
6.
ceiling.
There's 6 that are able to attack this round.
Let's turn their stun batons into balloons again.
Wait, I thought 4 of them were on the ceiling.
Or 4 of them are on the ceiling. So there are 5 that are able to attack this round. All right.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna roll against. Let's say.
I mean, I'm right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be Aiden and Luca first. Aiden, I'm reducing their dice that they have because they have lost their guns. That's only a 3.
That's against.
It's you subtract your defense from it.
Oh, my defense is 4.
Okay, so you dodge out of the way of this this attacker as he swings a stun baton at you. Second one is going to try to hit you as well. That's a 6, so that's 2 points of damage.
2.
So hits you, not bad. Pretty weak hit against you. So you send 2 to your wounds pile. One will attack Luca, whose defense is 5. Rolls a 5, so Luca fully avoids the hit. Let's see, there are 3 left. We'll go 1 more against Luca. That's a 7. So Luca will send 2 to his wounds pile. Make sure I'm drawing for the right person. All right. And then 1 more left. What is he going to do? He is going to actually, there's one in the guard in the back, because everybody's kind of choke pointed in the front here. Reaches back behind him and clips off a small like cylinder, which then he chucks into the room. It kind of bounces onto the table, lands on a plate, and then it kind of explodes in the center. Can I get the squad that's still in the room, which I think will be everybody except for Aiden and Luca, to do a roll for me to mitigate this? Let's do a... We haven't done one of these yet. Let's see. Well, no, I guess you wouldn't get to do a dodge unless you had... No, I think this is just going to be against your defense. I'm just going to roll.
Oh boy.
That is 13. They get the full 3 for their grenades.
7 is 6.
That surpasses my defense by 7.
So you take
Okay,
out
so you
7
move
cards.
7 cards to your wounds pile. Starting with the top of your deck, and then if you run out of cards that are in your deck, then you send the cards from your discard pile there. But that is their turn. As this is turned into a brawl instead of a tactical sweep. But that is up to y'all now.
I'm gonna punch someone.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. So I'm drawing 12.
I'm sorry?
Exalted adds as many aspects as bonus draw to one of my augments.
Oh my god. Okay.
To one of my images scores.
Draw every fucking card in your deck then.
Yeah, essentially.
Now, I guess you'd have to recompose in order to, if you have anything in your discard. So you're just going off of what is left in your deck.
I've got 10 cards in my deck. I draw my
Okay.
entire deck.
Yeah, okay. So you can draw those 10 unless you want to spend a point to recompose first.
I wouldn't be able to put my wounds in though, right? Because that's
Not your wounds, just
Yeah.
your discard pile.
yeah. I just have my deck,
Oh, okay. Then yeah, draw your 10.
which hilariously, I don't have 3 of the wrong suit, which is great. 7.
Did we decide that if that's only if you fail the check, or that's just if you do that at all? I feel like we...
I think we said if you get the 3 wrong suit, it's a failure, regardless.
Let's check.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they said if regardless of what's
3
going
of the
on,
same
if you
wrong
have
suit.
3 of the
yeah,
same wrong
the
suit,
same
yeah.
incorrect suit, and yeah. Okay.
It just fails.
18, 19, 20. And
Which that is why you can choose to reduce your draw at
Yeah.
any point as well.
no, I'm fine. 24.
Okay. 24. Describe to me what you're doing?
Yuri will essentially, as the grenade goes off, jumps through the smoke and essentially there's a trooper on the other side and he goes down and gets dragged into like the detritus to the horror of their teammates.
Okay. So yeah, the grenade goes off in the room, which sends again, there's smoke that fills the room, and then I mean everything that was on the table is just sent scattered food, leftover food, silverware, cutlery, smashed plates, everything just explodes off the table into fully clouding the room. And then one of the guys who's staying there has just swung at Aiden and missed. And then suddenly there's as he is pulled across the ground into the room.
They got Martinez!
And you have knocked him out. They're done. Dunzo, which I'm assuming y'all are not killing unless you tell me otherwise.
No, yeah, that's fair. They're just doing their jobs.
Okay.
I will spend a potential to reconstitute though, because I need every single card in my deck.
Perseverance.
Perseverance, sorry.
Yeah, you can do that. Who wants to go next? You've knocked 2 out, so there are 8 remaining.
I'm easy. I don't have a potential, so I'm just gonna reconstitute on my turn.
Okay. Easy.
I too am easy.
Am gonna grab one of the guys that's left.
Okay.
Over, I guess they're facing us. So I'm gonna juke to the side and then just clothesline him and grab him in here and go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. And try to choke him.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack, force melee.
Good. I'm gonna run out of cards. It's fine. $24.
That'll be more than enough. So you just grab one of the ones that's just swung at. So one of the ones that's swung at you, Yuri is yanked into the room. The other one has hit you, and you take that moment when he is reeling from a really awkward blow against your arm, because you're wearing armor now.
Yeah, I have some
Am I
body armor.
Yeah, sort of struck an awkward blow, is off balance a bit.
Oh,
and
I
used
forgot
that.
to add that to my defense earlier.
use that to kind of slip around behind him and get him in a chokehold. You just press your beefy biceps against his carotid artery, and he is out like a light within a few seconds.
Excellent. And then I'm gonna spend a point to reconstitute
Recompose.
because that's all my cards.
Okay, Amaris, you want to go?
Don't want to kill anyone. But I think we need to start figuring out an escape plan. What floor are we on?
Is there a ficus?
There was a ficus in the restaurant.
You're near the top floor, so you're probably like, I mean, you're like in the hundreds.
In the hundreds of floors.
Yeah.
So that's like somewhere on the thousands of feet in the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're closer to the top where your vehicle was, where you got dropped off, than you are to the ground level.
Okay. How many floors up is the car?
Well, did y'all? No, yeah, because y'all took the car from Deo, so you took the elevator down. I'm gonna say maybe 6 floors.
Okay. Question.
Is there a
figure
ficus?
out? Yeah. Well, one, is there a ficus? 2.
Yes, there's always a ficus.
Awesome. Mori.
First rule of Ward 47. There's always a ficus in every scene.
Second. Deo said that they would be on standby, but they weren't going to be able to like airlift us or anything. However.
Yeah, he could provide you backup. They could come in with their own vehicles, but yeah.
Okay. Can I think we've got to get our escape route first. So I might do that next turn then. It literally just like pull out my cell phone and call Deo.
Okay.
But might look to Mori. Might look to the ficus. Might look back at Mori. Might look to the ficus. Back at Mori.
Mori's looking really dizzy.
It's worked before. Think you can make it grow down?
I got a question. How dire does this situation seem?
I mean, y'all are kind of kicking these dudes' asses right now.
But then we have to
Yeah.
get down 100 stories.
Either down 100 stories or up 6.
Up 6. We could just go up again.
I mean,
But then
y'all
we have to
almost,
drive the car out of the parking structure.
well, it's a roof access, so rooftop. The car
Just have to
was
fly away.
There wasn't really a parking structure. The car it has like a car, like a vehicle storage system. So
Mhm.
you go up, you activate the panel, and it retrieves your car from where it's been like stored in like the building. So the cars are essentially like mag locked onto a panel and then like stored away.
I can hack that. Okay. Gonna turn to Mori then. Either 1,000 feet down or 6 feet up. We need to get the car.
6 stories up.
6
Not
stories
6
up. Sorry, 6 stories up.
Right. Okay. I'll put it this way. Like mechanically, half my deck is in my wounds pile. And because like most of it was in my discard pile, I also know what I have in my deck. And let me tell you, it's pretty much just spades. It's only spades. I can only do brain things right now for some reason. So
Okay. So brain things for us would be. Is that emissions? Yeah.
If you're looking at
that's
parses,
emissions.
that'd be emissions. Yeah.
yeah,
And emissions means that we are.
it would be an illusion. If we're going to do a parse, then it would be illusions or creating something. But if if not a parse, then like specifically for Mori, a check involving like either perception or hiding.
Yeah.
I could
Emissions
hide.
is also like blasting. Like if you wanted to, like, creating like a beam of something to shoot at somebody, or
Yeah, if you just wanted to Eldritch Blast him, we could do that.
yeah.
I feel like our boys
You
kind of
guys
have that
sneak
end
up
of
to the
things
roof and
handled.
get the car.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
like
need
that's we need to go.
We do another
Um,
parse to teleport the car to us.
All right.
Okay. With emissions, I can create something out of nothing. Yes. So fuck the plant. The plant already exists.
Okay.
Could we grow a plant out of nowhere? Again, this is with Amaris is like, okay, I can't use the plant, but we can do the plant. But can I make a plant? I'll make a plant. That's where her brain's going. Can we grow something up the 6 stories to the parking garage?
I mean, you can do anything with a parse, so yeah, I guess it just depends on the difficulty of it, and that would probably be fairly difficult. So the again, the
Yeah, just the two of us, right?
Just
the two of you.
of us.
and
But
to
it
do
would
something,
be spades.
It would be spades.
It would be spades.
And I can contribute 2 words.
it would be within eyesight, within line of sight. I'd probably. It's somewhere between grand and miraculous. I'm trying to decide which one.
Okay. And we can't lower the difficulty twice.
No, because we already did it.
No.
Okay. All right.
So,
Okay.
Or okay, before we literally pull the trigger on this. 6 stories.
I also give you this because you asked me how like dire the situation is. There's this team that's in here. You don't see another team coming yet. You gather if you dealt with these people, you probably have a little bit of time to maybe figure something out as a group. The whole place isn't on red alert currently.
How many guys
Okay.
are left?
There are 8 people left. 4 of them of which are pinned to the ceiling right now.
Got it. Okay.
We have not unveiled my artifact yet.
No.
Can we see if I can use my artifact not only on me but also on Mori?
I feel like because we set up the ability specifically for you.
Okay.
I think that is the ability. You're confined to the parameters that we've set up within your ability. Because it's not like that would be creating a new parse to do it.
Nope, that's
to
fine.
Multiple people. Yeah.
That is okay. Then let me look at one more thing. Sorry guys. My brain is whirling. It go burr.
You're the science guy now.
I can have Luca go and take his turn while you're thinking too.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Don't
So
wanna take
Luca is
too much
going
time.
to help out with the Luca's gonna help out with the 2 guys that are left on. Yeah, there are 3 guys left on the ground currently, and is going to. Is just
Wait,
gonna
we've taken
slash
3
with
of
the
them
sword.
out.
Taken 2 of them out.
I took 2 out and Yuri took 1 out.
Oh, okay. You've taken 3 out. I can't count. You've taken 3 of them out. There are 2 guys on the ground right now. Gotcha. So yeah, Luca's gonna swing out one with the blunt side of his sword. He's gonna Baruni Kenshin this, and is gonna draw 3, draw 6. Okay, that's Luca's. Every once in a while, the song has the line, it was just somebody going, yes. And it always throws me off every time.
Yes.
I'm like, who's talking to me?
I could draw 2 for Yuri, because I know what I'm gonna do.
Didn't you already went this turn?
Oh, we still haven't gotten to the new turn. Okay.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to their turns yet. So it's 5 plus 6 is 11, 7, 8. Or no, sorry, 11, 12, 13.
Is that plus the bonus Yuri gave him?
Well, he also has this bonus from his sword. Oh yeah, what's the bonus? It's plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
So 13 plus 4
17.
is 17 plus 3 is 20. So he takes out this guy too. So with a single swing, I think it just chops at like the back of this dude's neck between the helmet and the his armor with the blunt of his sword. There's a crack, and that guy goes down too. So there is now 1 guy on the ground, 4 guys on the ceiling. All right,
I think we're ready.
Amaris, what you got?
I think Mori's gonna come with. Amaris will activate her artifact.
Okay.
She'll pull Dusk off her back and activate.
Okay. Describe to me what it looks like.
As she pulls it off her back, the bow, which again, it's like a composite, it's not made of wood. It's like a high, intense, hunter's composite bow. And it's like, the black polycarbonate, whatever it is. But it just starts to emanate this.
Somebody quick gift that hand gesture for Sid. What's that?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Monoboss.
Emanating blackness, emanating shadow that just seems to creep out almost like ink around her until it essentially swallows her up and she disappears.
And Amaris vanishes from sight.
Speaking of vanishing from sight, y'all might lose me in a hot second. My internet connection's unstable.
Okay.
Ruh-roh.
We're gonna
if
go to
I may
break here
be
in a
so,
second too. So,
if
what's
I may be so bold, I would like to say that Amaris is kind of taking charge in this situation. Mori's disoriented. He's been flashbanged pretty bad, and just sort of standing in the middle of the room trying to figure out where people are. I feel like she goes shadow mode and just pulls him out of the room.
Yes. And then when passing by whoever, either Aiden, Yuri, whoever she passes by, while grabbing Mori and yanking him by, meet us on the roof. We're gonna call for backup. And then grabbing Mori by the tie. Act natural.
okay? So Amaris turns invisible and is trying to escort Mori out of the restaurant.
She's invisible, so there's just ties.
It's just your ties just leading you.
Yeah.
The idea being that the Mori looks like a corpo type, so Mori could just be like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" and then just blend into the office.
Okay.
Quick, everyone, follow my tie to safety.
All right.
That got me. So I figured on my turn I would just roll to hide or pull to hide,
Okay.
which is a check that I know is here somewhere.
It is
It's stealth. I do this all the time. It is finesse, stealth,
Oh shoot!
which
I was
is
looking at the-
spades.
I was looking at the wrong stats. Insight perception is how you get after that.
Yes.
Can I instead use perception to try and follow Amaris?
Oh no.
There he went.
We lost RJ. And actually hiding is cunning stealth and its suit is spades. I just looked
Yes.
in the okay, yeah.
Its suit is spades is hiding.
Yeah, it's spades. That's
so
my
Oh,
let's
that's actually
hiding.
Actually, never mind. That's really good for
yeah.
me. Let's do that.
So before we unfortunately since we lost RJ, let's go ahead and take
Hold
our
that
RJ wasn't supposed to hide. It was Mori.
We'll pick up with that.
we'll hold
check
that
when
thought.
We get
We'll
back,
pick up
right?
with that when we
Okay.
get back. Sorry, everyone. We will be back here in a second as we try to get RJ back. So stay tuned and take a break, get water, whatever. We'll see you in a few minutes. Bye-bye. Hello, Internet. Welcome back.
We found him.
we found RJ.
I got lost in the darkest house again.
Was lost. Yep, got taken by the darkest house. We had to go
It's
rescue
not
him.
actually RJ. It's some sort of paint thing.
He's been replaced, but I
Yeah.
mean, what else is new?
All you have to do is give me a little smile.
No.
I got a painting
Now,
you
wait
will
a
love,
second.
my dude.
Oh boy. So we're in the middle of combat still, and I think Mori was about to try to hide.
Yeah, I'm
sneak
doing a hide
through.
check.
Yeah, so let's do that.
It's cunning plus stealth. So
Yes.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna draw slowly because I need to do that at this level. Stealth is 1, 2. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Can't use that. That's 4. So I should draw up to 4 at least. That's 7. And all right, that's not a failure. Or a crit fail, anyway.
Okay.
I got up to 7, but I also pulled. You have a pretty big ego, huh?
So big.
I don't know how you have to make a pitch for how that would apply to your trying to hide in this situation.
Yeah, sure would.
Hiding behind your charisma, eh?
Yeah, that's about the only thing that I could do is like be like hide in the crowd by being loud about it. You know,
look very aggressively like you're supposed to be here.
Have a
Yeah.
clipboard in one hand and direct people. All right, everyone, to your designated emergency exits.
just pull the fire alarm.
Yes, pull the fire alarm.
Get the safety
that-
vest on.
We
You're
haven't
part of
done
the
that.
committee.
We haven't done it in so long.
Oh my
You
God.
have to
the
have a pretty
channel.
big ego to pull the fire alarm when there's no fire.
No.
I think so.
Listen,
I don't have to. This doesn't have to be. I
I don't think. I think that might be a little too far.
Okay, I made my pitch.
Mori,
That's
just-
7.
Okay.
Okay. 7.
7.
Let me roll for them.
More
to-
stepping around the corner, smoking something, pulls the fire alarm. Fire!
Okay. I rolled 2d6 for that.
Pick up a ficus and I hide behind it.
I rolled a 5 and a 4. So it's a 9 total.
There's a moving ficus with legs.
I think a couple of the guards, I think the guards on the ceiling notice you.
What the fuck are they gonna do about it?
And one of them goes, "Hey, you, stay right there.
Me?
No, you."
I
Me?
look at him, shake my head, and keep going.
I am Spartacus. No, I am Spartacus.
That's the ego coming in. I look at him, shake my head, and keep going. There he is.
That's my dad.
So you are noticed. They may try to do something about you if they can get to you.
Cool. Bye.
I'm so glad I changed my name.
We all are.
Yeah, we're all very, very happy about that.
I kind of miss it sometimes. I'm the
Hey,
only
you.
one, I think, though.
Me?
I'm the only
No, not him.
You. Me.
You.
Okay. That's Mori. Has everyone gone now? I've lost track of
Yes,
this turn.
we've all
I
gone.
believe that's everyone.
Did Luca went? Yes,
Yeah, he
we've
back.
we've gone. We've gone.
Backslash somebody.
Okay. So let's have the guards. The one guard on the ground. What is this? What's he gonna do? What
Well,
is
he can
gonna
fight
do?
me, or he can fight Luca,
Or you can fight
or
Yuri.
he can fight Yuri,
Or he can fuck off.
or he can fuck off. Maybe he
No.
should pull the fire alarm.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Despite what you might think, this is an elite group of trained soldiers.
So he does get paid enough for this.
he does get paid.
He probably
enough
gets
for
paid
this.
too much for this.
Too much. Yeah.
I think he is going to attack
Come on, big boy.
Someone- Yeah.
I
yeah,
did
I'll go
shout
after.
who's next.
Yeah, I think you're kind of the biggest threat right now. Unfortunately,
I don't know.
still
I
no
don't have a
gun.
sword.
Still no gun. That is only a 4 to hit you.
Well,
so,
with the armor, my
uh,
defense is a 6. So.
Yep. So that doesn't. He swings at you. You say, "Come on!" He's like, "Ah!" Swings down with
Just
his
imagine
stun
he just
baton.
like hits Aiden in the chest, and Aiden's just like, "Oh, come on, man."
For
That's
that
a
big
real-
hit from the blowy uppy, should our armor have counted toward that?
Yes.
Oh shit! I get 3 cards back. Okay, cool.
Okay. These guys are real impotent without their weapons.
Like most men who like guns.
Hey,
I can leave. Okay.
I said most.
All right. The 4 on the ceiling gonna do.
Be sad.
As I say, to clarify, I don't like guns that much.
You're not a what do they
Roll
what do they
after
call
Mori,
themselves?
like
An
a
amosexual.
toddler in a horror movie.
Will you
What?
just say amosexual?
Oh yeah, you should go on Reddit, my dude.
The
Actually,
4,
don't do that.
The 4 of them stand up again. They're standing on the ceiling, looking down or up to them towards you. Not really no guns. They can't do anything from range. So I think one of them just reaches back and is like holding a grenade. Like, should I? How is this even gonna work?
You
Is a
pull the
grenade
pin.
really how you want to test it?
You pull the pin, wait 4 seconds, and then throw it.
I did this to myself, and then I
dumb
don't
is
know
he?
what to do about it. I think one of them is going to try to huck a grenade at Mori.
Oh no!
No, he'll go for the clump that's in the door. He'll go for Luca and Aiden, and I think Yuri's in there somewhere now.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna throw. I think I'm gonna have him contest Luca for gravity.
Gravity.
So I'm gonna roll for that.
Also, a small segue. I'm not amosexual, but I am pan-armorous.
Hey, see now it's funny and not scary.
Yeah.
Alright, they rolled a 9 on 3d6, so that's not great.
That's pretty average.
It's exactly average, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty average. Let's see, Luca, what you got, my dude? We're gonna have you roll your missions.
Please be more
Or
than
not
9.
roll.
I want
We're
guys
gonna
to blow themselves
If
up.
this guy fails, he's throwing the grenade. It like rolls back into the grenade sack with the pin pulled out. And he's just looking at it like, oh crap.
Okay,
Come on, Luca.
alright.
Uh oh.
So this guy takes a grenade, hits the button, like tosses it in the air, and so you all watch as a grenade kind of falls down from the ceiling and then traces back up towards the roof.
Duck, duck, duck.
It hits like the wall above you and then kind of like clatters back a little bit towards where they are standing. Now and you see the 4 of them go, oh, shit, and they go. They try to jump backwards to get out of the way as the ceiling explodes above Aiden and Yuri. I'm gonna roll damage against them.
They don't really need us to kill them.
No,
They're doing
knocking
just fine.
the AI
They're doing
wasn't.
just fine on their own.
AI wasn't programmed how to deal with this situation, and
It's like
they're
we've
doing the best
modded
they
the
can.
game.
Yeah,
We found the one glitch spot where we can stand and the boss can't hurt us.
2 of them are blown up by the.
Ooh.
They're knocked out
no.
by the grenade. And yeah, there's 2 left. That's it for their turn.
Incredible.
And I think, you know what? I'm ready for this to be over. I think Luca just sheaths his sword. and the four of them just fall from the ceiling and smack onto the ground.
You just kind of, I'll take the bow staff and just kind of like,
Yeah,
Just
you
to
know,
make
knock them
sure.
out. They're out. I'm done with this.
Isn't it great when you're done with an encounter, you can just pull a grenade and end it all?
Yeah, I can
think
just
you're
end
gonna
it
do
for
something
them.
So cool, and then it's like, wow, I've really fucked myself here.
All right.
God, that was funny.
That was so great.
All right. So, there's some chaos right now in this restaurant, as the patrons of it have fled out through the courtyard into that. Again, I describe it as like Mediterranean vista outside of this restaurant, and Amaris and Mori, the two of you, were heading that way to try to run towards the roof, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Trying to get to the car.
All right. Yuri and Aiden, what are the two of you doing?
Let's go.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Yeah.
Come on, Luca.
Luca will come running up behind.
We just sort of shut the door. Just walk out, just shut the door behind us.
Yeah, you all go running past this his squad, and the patrons of the restaurant are still panicking, congregating, trying to escape. Most of them are obviously employees here at Sepris, but have not really sure what to do in this situation. They don't have drills for this.
Should we tell them it's okay?
Amaris and Mori, the two of you are the first ones to reach the elevator. And you hit the call button, you look behind, you can see the rest of your group running forward. I was trying to figure out the best way to do this, and I think I'm just gonna do it this way. This does not count as a draw, so you can put this card back on your deck. Everyone just draw a card for me. And tell me what number you got.
5.
3.
3.
7.
All right, I'll draw one for Luca. Okay. Like I said, you can put those cards back in your deck. You both got 3s, Aiden, Yuri.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I need you both to do a check for me. Pulling up this sheet.
Okay.
I will sacrifice myself. I got the 7. Make it my punishment.
No. Embodiment.
Oh, good. Oh, wait, why?
I think I'm okay at that.
I'm okay with that.
Should be the one I'm good at, right?
We're doing a embodiment check?
The two of them.
Just
us.
those
Two
two.
of them. Okay, got it.
Oh,
Which, is that Clurbs?
Clearbs, yeah.
Yes.
Clurbs?
Exalted is still active. So. Where's my embodiment at? 5.
Have I an opportunity to reconstitute?
Yeah, I'd say you can reconstitute.
Sure.
Great. Oh, great.
Not a new scene yet, though.
No, not technically a new scene.
I got a big 10.
20 for Yuri.
Okay, you need to beat drawing a 16.
I do not do that.
All right, but Yuri, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Awesome.
Uh-oh, John.
The rest of you see this as Aiden and Yuri and Luca are running forward. I think Luca's maybe a little bit ahead of the pack. Amaris and Mori, you see these shadows form across the ground, like stretching out for some trees, and you watch as two hands form out of the ground, like chasing up behind them. One of them, like, just like fingertips touch the edge of Yuri's shoes as he's running, and Yuri, you feel yourself begin to be dragged downward like you're running through quicksand. But you take a step forward, you hit solid ground, you push yourself out of the way. Aiden is grabbed by the ankle, and you all just watch as Aiden is yanked down into the shadow and vanishes.
Yuri tries to pounce on Aiden, but then just hits floor.
It just hits cement, like it just solid ground, and you touch the ground, and Aiden is just gone.
Amaris runs out of the elevator and just starts like beating on the floor.
Is solid cement.
Yuri is going to start beating on the floor as well to try and pry it up. But it's probably not working.
I mean, if you manage to pull up any of this or break up any of the cement, I mean, it is solid ground here.
Bloody knuckles. Fuck.
Speaking purely out of character,
Mhm.
what benefit does taking the cogent give
Oh yeah.
mechanically?
Mechanically, it's great. Super good stats. No, let me pull up my thing here. I had a thing for this, and I'm trying to remember where I saved it. All right, so taking the cogent will refuel your syllables. So those will come back. You also get a +3 to take to any parse based abilities. So if you're either parsing or if you have another ability that utilizes your parsite, if any traits or anything, you'll get a +3 successes on top of that. So those are the major benefits of it that you get mechanically speaking.
How long does it last?
It lasts for, give it a time.
A while.
Depends on how much you take, but how much you take is going to depend. It's going to vary what the side effects are of it. It's actually effectively, you can take in a number of doses. Each dose you take gives you 3 hours, up to 8 doses for 24.
Can I choose to take a wound, or rather, a point of health damage,
4.
so that I can get my wound pile back into my deck?
Oh, like to heal?
Not necessarily. It's
Well, essentially, you're worsening your current wound to recompose your deck. That's interesting. I don't see, that feels like something that should be a mechanic.
You want me to punch you just in case?
Well, because effectively you could
Like
just do
straining
that, and that
past
would
the
be
point of the wound, to make it like a health point.
Yeah, I wanted to check to see if there's anything in the book about that, but I'm comfortable with
It might be
doing
a
that.
trick, honestly.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. We can look at it more detailed later. I'm comfortable with letting you do that if you want to go ahead and take the health point so you can recompose.
I'm doing it.
Effectively, like you are ignoring your injuries to push beyond them.
Yep. So Yuri and Amaris are scrabbling at the concrete. Mori's like back at the car, just kind of like shell shocked. and the weight of the vial in his pocket becomes significantly noticeable. He knows that he hasn't got it in him to do a parse successfully right now. And remembering the look that Aiden gave him as he disappeared into the shadows, Mori pushes past it. We see blood trickle out of his nose, and he clenches his fist. He's going to run forward and put a hand on Yuri and Amaris. He's going to look Amaris in the eye and say, "Find him."
Okay. We're parsing?
We're parsing.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a point of perseverance. Actually, could I reconstitute while Mori's running over?
Yeah, you had time to do that as an action.
Cool. I need all my cards.
Okay. Well, am I shooting, like, am I leading this as a missions, like shooting out a beam of locate Aiden?
Locate Aiden.
Locate hunky men.
Yeah, I think it
Locate
probably
boyfriend.
it feels like emissions is probably the best trait for that. I'm trying to think what the level of the parse is going to be. Probably pretty difficult. I wouldn't say so. Typically, you're limited. Like a lot of the parse limitations are like within being able to see or sight, but obviously the purpose of this part is to be able to see. So that doesn't necessarily make sense here. Here is the choice I will give you. I'm going to leave this up to y'all. A divine parse, you'll be able to find Aiden wherever Aiden is in the world. If Aiden is across the planet, Aiden, you will find Aiden. A miraculous parse would be finding Aiden like anywhere in the city. A grand parse will be finding Aiden anywhere in the building. So I will give you that choice of which one you want to gamble on to do your parse. In fact, like how far you want to push your reach. If you think Aiden is in the building, if you think Aiden is in the city, or if you think Aiden is outside of the city.
Is this a new scene?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Mags was the one that could teleport, right? Mags was the one that did that weird, creepy
Grim.
thing.
That was
Grim.
Grim.
Was that Grim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mag is the one that could like create earthquakes.
Oh, magnitude. Haha.
Yeah.
Pop pop.
Pop, pop.
We go for it.
If any of you fucking dies doing this, I'll never forgive you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we will get to Aiden in a second. I figure I'll see how they do on this parse, and then whether you're all seeing this or I just described to Aiden where Aiden's at.
How's everybody doing as far as syllables go?
Still pretty good.
I'm okay. Like,
You're good on
I still have
syllables?
5. I'm good on
All
syllables.
right.
I still have 5.
What?
Luca's here too. Luca can help with the parse.
Oh
as well.
yeah. I always forget about NPCs.
Yeah.
It's not a good trait as a DM.
No, I trust me. I do it too. I always create NPCs are fun to take along with the group, and that I can immediately forget about being there.
Like a really in-depth scene going on, and then like a character refers to an NPC, and I go, "Oh shit, that's me."
Yeah, and the NPC has just like been sitting there and staying in the background the whole time. Just
Activate.
Hi,
how can I help you?
Word.
Um,
Yes. Okay. For this, parse, we are merely finding Aiden, or
Yes.
are we going to try and take ourselves to him?
I will say that is 100% a divine parse. If that's the direction y'all are wanting to go, like teleport us to Aiden, that's a divine parse. No,
I imagine.
uh,
Am I right in assuming that it would be an emissions parse to locate him?
yes, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
My emissions is a 5.
Okay, I want y'all's input. Do you think that this is a good idea to use a parse to find him, or should we just like
Abandon
shoot
him?
the moon and try and go there?
I like to say go for broke and deal with the consequences later, but
I mean, literally, he could be anywhere. I'm gonna do this in character. He could be anywhere. Grim could have taken him across the planet. If it's gonna take that much power to find out where he is, then we might as well use that much power to just go to him.
we don't have a lot of time.
Let's do it. He would do it for us.
Mori nods.
That is to say,
I would tell
All
you
right,
not
what's-
to do it for him.
What's that TikTok that's going around? And remember, what would you say to your friends? I would do anything for them. And what about you? Tamp it down. Don't talk about it. That's Aiden right there.
All right.
Y'all are going for the divine?
We're going for the divine.
What
We're doing it.
sort of parse is it to try and teleport there? Is that still a mission?
Still divine. Yeah, still divine.
Oh, well,
missions.
no, but whether it's emissions or it's something else.
it wouldn't be enchantment, would it? Because that's enchanting like an item.
I'm trying to decide who's leading this one.
Let me go back
Okay,
to
here.
the descriptions here.
I'm
Let me
still
read
good.
the shorthand on
I'm
the...
still
Yeah.
pretty good with my deck, like because I had armor, because I had the +3 armor. I'm pretty good on my deck right now. I only have 3 wounds.
Okay. Emission
I'm pretty
spades
stacked.
is to attempt to create the aspect out of nothing. Embodiment clubs is to
Oh,
attempt to
why don't
alter
we
the
just-
aspect within yourself.
Why don't we just
Enchantment hearts is to attempt to alter the aspect in something external.
teleport Aiden back to us?
That's too smart, RJ.
I
that
mean, we
even
could do that
possible?
too.
To like, okay,
That I-
okay. Let's say that we want to open that shadow portal back up and just pull him back out.
Okay.
What would that be?
It would be missing out on a great opportunity to figure out where they're operating from.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
Yeah. So here's what I want to say for enchantment would be more opening up a portal. No, would that be a mission? God damn. I'm gonna say a mission would be like the creation of like a portal that you could step through to get to Aiden or to pull Aiden back. Embodiment is more take us there.
Okay.
I'm embodying the aspect within myself to transport myself where I want to be.
That'd be me.
Okay.
I have a
feel
plus
like
10 in embodiment right now.
Yeah, and enchantment would be I want to take Aiden and rewrite Aiden
Put
so
him
that
somewhere
Aiden
else.
is here.
All right, so what are we gonna do with a grain of
Pretty
rice,
much
though?
all of my hearts are in my wounds pile right now, so I don't think enchantment's a great idea because I can't even contribute at all.
Okay. Yeah. I
I'm
agree.
good for embodiment or emissions at this point.
I'm going to be better off as a contributor because I can give 2 words.
Okay.
And yeah, Luca's in the same place as contributing. Probably doesn't have a great. I don't want Luca to lead this farce. Yeah, Luca's
So-
highest is embodiment too.
So whoever, 3 people contributing, so that adds a +3 to whoever's leading.
It would be +4 because I'm adding another word.
+4 to whoever's leading. Okay.
So if we want to go straight there, I'm down for it.
I think Amaris will put a hand on Yuri. I'll do it. I'll do it.
You're gonna teleport us?
Yeah.
I can take the strain.
I can do it. Let me do it.
If you're sure.
Mori puts a hand on Yuri. She can do it.
Okay, so Mars is gonna be opening up a portal that y'all can step through to get to Aiden.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's do it then. So this is going to be a emission sparse of the divine level. So that means the success threshold is 35.
Mori is going to raise a fist to his hand, feign coughing, and he's going to touch the open vial to his tongue.
You.
Okay.
Where'd you get the open vial from? It's still in Yuri's item list.
No,
Mori
had one too.
Mori had
Your
one too.
own.
He
Oh,
got
no.
one from B. Fuck.
So you break off the top of this vial of this like capsule, and yeah, you touch it to your tongue. So one dose.
One dose.
All right. I will. You don't have to make the check now, but there will be a coherency check that you will make when this dose runs out. So
I understand.
don't let me forget. All right. That will let's go ahead and start. So Amaris, what is the aspect you are choosing?
I am choosing.
I'm gonna change some more dramatic music, I think.
Yeah, I got kidnapped. I don't appreciate how chill it is in the studio right
How
now.
chill this music is.
Can I
He's too
request-
chill in the club.
Can I request some sensual bolero then? That's a different type of.
It was a hand.
Hmm.
I mean, Aiden
It
is
seems
probably the
appropriate.
one who would be the chillest about being kidnapped.
It's very true.
It seems appropriate that we're a paragraph, and Aiden's my boyfriend. Somebody use the paragraph word. I'm gonna use steward. I am stewarding us
Okay,
to Aiden.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that tracks.
What word is Yuri contributing?
You know what? I'm gonna contribute blood to, like a drop of blood in the water for a shark to track down Aiden.
Like a bloodhound? Yeah. Okay.
Bloodhound.
Kind of like tracking. I like that. Luca's gonna contribute swish. Another manette. That's Mori, what do you got? You get 2 words.
I'm going to contribute clandestine.
Okay.
It is our destiny to find Aiden. And I'm going to contribute free.
Okay.
For free
So
passage.
that is Amaris, and then 4 words on top of that. So Amaris, what is your draw for enchantment? Or sorry, emissions
5.
basically. So your
I
draw is
get
a 9.
9.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And again, keep track of incorrect suits.
Yes.
I feel so bad because like just a little piece of my brain is like, they could fail.
Amaris could die doing this.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be pissed.
Well, Amaris could die, and Yuri can go incoherent doing this.
Yep. This could go real bad. And
Real
I'm
fast.
really
This is where
happy
the
about-
season ends.
And this is where we start the other game we had.
Y'all were
talking
just
about-
super excited for what I was pitching to you for season 2 for our next season, and just decided let's just blow it all up. Okay, so yeah,
Hey,
keep
I
track
didn't get
of
kidnapped
Amaris.
on
If you draw
purpose.
if you draw 3 of the same incorrect suit, then it fails.
Oh no!
No,
draw
it's
them
good.
slowly.
It's good.
Okay,
It's good.
okay.
It's good. It's
Oh,
good.
God.
It's good. I drew every single one of my space.
Okay. I'm also going to remind you that there will be a collective health damage that everybody is going to be taking as part of this too. So we're all
Okay.
also going to get to that. But Luca can contribute to that as well. Okay. So Amaris has not critically failed. You have your draw, so go and total those up. So Mori, Yuri, and Aiden, or Mori, Yuri, and Luca each get to do draw. Mori, do you do additional cards, or you just do your 2?
That's a good question. Let me
When
double
you
check my.
contribute more than one word to a parse, you draw an extra 2 cards.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Just 13, 16, 20, 27 on my own.
Jesus.
That's
Faceless
all of my spades. I have all my spades. I have 7, 6, 5, 4,
Jesus.
3, 2.
Add 5 to it.
That's 32.
Guys, I want you to
Wow.
know that Faceless came up, and I vented it with my my etiquette thing, and I have nearly all spades.
Oh my! Wait!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I don't think y'all are gonna
Guys,
get.
we're not gonna get to
100
90.
and-
Like,
no,
yeah,
it's
no,
like-
like there, no.
That's 105 that you'd have to get to. And Luca didn't draw any spades. So
I also, I'm
God
not going to
bless.
use it because there's
Wow,
no
thanks,
point
Luca.
because
how
I
you really feel.
already have all my spades, so I don't want to pull any
I'll
more cards.
spend the potential
but-
to turn one of these into a spade if you want me to. And I drew a diamond. I can do it. And
No,
if you
no.
you're gonna give me
No,
shade
I've
like
got-
that.
No,
Not
got-
you, Luca.
but I
For
did
you.
get be more aggressive,
Yeah.
which just feels appropriate.
It does feel appropriate. Okay, so where are we at total? Amaris did like 32,
No, I did 27.
27.
Plus 5.
Yuri
Plus
had
5 is
so it's
32.
32,
Plus 13.
Is
45.
45.
And then
Do I
Luca did-
do I add my plus 3 from the?
Oh yeah, you do.
cogent?
You do.
So an additional 3.
So 48.
48.
Almost
Okay.
there. Almost there.
No, we're not anywhere
No!
close. Yeah, and Luca didn't get anything on that one. So
Okay, but 48. That we needed 35, right?
you did 35. So
I
you
want
got
just
there.
one run on.
You also have to take 6 health damage. A total
Among
of
all
6
of us?
cards.
You mean
A total of 6 cards must be sent to the health damage piles among the surviving. Oh no, that's on the failure. Sorry, that's not on it. Yes.
yeah.
I was
Each
gonna
parseling
say.
involved will lose 1 coherency, and then you must make an additional coherency check.
Oh yeah.
So everyone drops their coherency by 1. Luca, I'm sorry, my boy, you're going down here. You were sitting at 7. You were perfectly
Where
fine.
are
so
you
met
at,
these
Yuri?
fuckers.
Hey, he didn't have to contribute,
One sec. I am adjusting.
but we're
Okay.
buddies now.
Okay.
And what do we do for coherency check if we draw
All
a
right,
diamond?
so coherency check. Let me pull up the thing on that.
This is great. I'm so proud of all of you. Can I get like a little drama before they show up?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
describe
Giving
what
the
happened to
scene.
you. I want to see how this all turns out first. So it's depending. You draw a number of cards based on where your coherency is at currently. So we'll start with not Yuri. Luca is. I'll do Luca's first. Add a little bit of tension. Luca's is at 6, so Luca draws 3 cards. And needs a diamond. Did not get a diamond, so Luca's coherency goes down to 5.
Sorry, Luca.
I really
all right.
owe him at this point.
Lucas really wants to help y'all. All right, so Amaris, where's your coherency at?
After losing that 1, it's at a 4.
Okay, so you draw 3 cards,
Okay. I'm looking for diamonds.
and you're looking for a single diamond.
I have a single diamond.
All right. Mori,
My coherency's at a 3.
you draw 2 cards.
When did you guys lose all this coherency? Mine's at a 6.
Like just now. We've been pulling pretty bad for coherency checks. I got a diamond.
Whew.
All right, Yuri, what's yours at?
Oh, I did my pull already.
You did your pull already?
Because of course you did. You always do this.
I'm doing my drama here. You're gonna undo. Okay, so where was your coherency at before the draw?
1.
Okay. Did you draw a diamond?
No.
Okay.
I messaged
Okay.
you, but I guess you didn't see it.
Oh no, I didn't. Sorry, I was so focused on this. We are going to have to
Do another poll.
resolve that. Let's before in this moment because I want to build up the tension here. Here is what happens. Roger, do you have a backup character in mind? Just need to
Fuck!
ask
No,
that.
I do.
stop it!
Okay, just asking.
I do.
Asking for a friend.
It's me. The friend is me.
Aiden,
Let's go play Luca.
Me.
this music doesn't feel.
It's a little intense.
Let's go with this one. Okay, Aiden, you suddenly feel you can see your friends in front of you. You see like Yuri running just ahead of you with Luca just ahead of him. Amaris and Mori look at you, and then you see this panicked look on Amaris's face just for an instant before you feel a tug at your ankle, and you feel yourself just consumed by the ground underneath you. Without a moment to react or do anything, you're in complete darkness. You just feel this ice cold grip on your ankle as something is dragging you down. And then in a moment, without only suspended in this air, in this darkness for a second, you suddenly emerge into light again, and you fall, collapsing down onto a linoleum surface, and feeling the hard, cold ground underneath you. As you blink, looking around, there are fluorescent lights above you, and a plexiglass wall that is immediately in front of you, like a divider in this room. There's a single door that leads out on one that is embedded in the plexiglass wall to your left, near where the glass wall meets the similar white paneled wall on either sides. And you realize you are like in an enclosed room, no windows looking out, just the fluorescent lighting on the ceiling above you, 3 walls on either side, and the glass wall ahead of you. And you also notice something else as you're standing here, kind of regaining your composure. There are surrounding you, in all around the edge of this room, you see hundreds of bubbles floating. Just lightly, these translucent, like silvery blue bubbles that are just floating in the air all around you. They aren't touching you. They aren't moving towards you, but you gather, if you like, you kind of feel yourself as you moved, and the wind in the air shifts around you, like there's space where you could contact them. So you, without moving, you're fine where you're standing right now. On the other side of this plexiglass wall, you see 3 figures. You see Mello, who has just looked back towards the plexiglass with like a grimace on their face. You see Grim, this similar to before, shrouded individual wearing this like dingy black cloak almost, with this kind of movement underneath of this amorphous body, and then the almost inhuman face, their mouth too wide for the structure of their face, their eyes glowing slightly underneath, and you're watching as like one of their hands is like retreating back into under their cloak as Grim sees you, and he smiles even wider as a result. And behind Grim, on the other side of the room, currently sitting in a computer chair, leg bouncing nervously, you see Dr. Green.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, I thought I was muted.
Oh, I love it. Hey, fellas.
You can hear through a speaker, like the sound coming through here, and you hear Mello saying, Grim, you didn't have to do that. They were leaving.
So we've graduated to kind of a jigsaw thing now. Is that Is there supposed to be like a guy on the floor pretending to be dead the whole time? Let me cut off my finger. What is this? What is this?
Grim steps a little bit closer towards the glass, his head cocking, and says, "No, but you're giving me ideas."
All right. I think we all know this is a pretty temporary situation. So, what do you want?
I want you right where you are right now. Ed looks back as Mel says, I don't understand why you're doing this.
I think I
our
do.
goal here is unrelated to them." And Grim holds up a finger from a hand protruding under the cowl and says, "Give it a moment."
I'm bait.
Mello seems confused until you said that, and then eyes widen slightly as Grim smiles, looking back at you and says, "So you do have a brain in there somewhere?"
It rattles around from time to time. Is this what you wanted, Mello? This is your idea of freedom and happiness?
Mello says,
Locking us in a box?
"No, it's not. This isn't how this was supposed to happen, Aiden. This isn't how any of this is supposed to happen."
Then what are you gonna do about it, you fucking coward?
I kind of want you to make another pull.
My friends aren't here. I don't have to be nice.
I know. I kind of want you to make another pull. I love this from Aiden.
He's over it. He's over
Get
it.
him!
I love it.
Get
I love
him!
it so much. Is this manipulation or is this empathy? I kind of feel like it's manipulation.
I don't know if he's really trying to, like, I think he means it.
Here,
I
I'm
think
going
he
to give you
fully
charm
means
on
it.
this one. I'm going to give you charm on this one because this is more force of personality and less like Aiden trying to play some sort of chess match.
Okay.
I think. This is Aiden. Like
Charm
you're being like
manipulation.
forthcoming here, right? Like you're
Oh, yeah.
you're telling it exactly how it is.
Yeah, he's not.
I want like the sexy like rattle against the plexiglass. Do something about it, you coward!
Yeah, like Aiden's not playing games.
Okay. You
So
you
charm,
charm empathy.
empathy. Okay, that's a pull of 5.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Get my freaking shit together over here. 1, 2, 3. Shit. Okay. Okay. Is this heart? This hearts?
Hearts. Yeah.
Okay, I pulled a few of mine. Okay, I'm gonna burn another diamond. You go. Nope, that's once you go here. 17.
17. Okay. Just for my own purposes, does Aiden move towards the glass? Does Aiden do that? Or
I don't think.
because you have to push through the bubbles if you do that. I'm just curious.
No,
Don't do that. I just liked the visual.
I don't think so because he's not trying to threaten Mello.
Yeah.
Like if anything, it's like the opposite of that. It's like you facilitated a bad thing and you should feel bad about it, and I know you do. So what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
You watch as
Mello, you know this isn't right.
I'm going to give you this as part of the empathy as well. Even though it's probably something more towards perception, but I want to give you this. You can see that your words are having an effect on, like, visibly, your words are having an effect on Mello. Mello seems very torn right now.
And I can
And
tell you one more thing, Bubbles. They will come for me. And we will get out of here. Once we're out, you get to decide which list you're on.
I think Grim steps back, like Mel's
You
about
too,
to
Green.
say something. Mel's about to say something, and Grim steps back up towards the glass, like closer to you, and says, I think we've had enough of you right now.
Oh, buddy, I've seen scarier things in an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Make another embodiment pull.
How many embodiment I have? 5. Which one is that? Club.
That is clubs.
Clubs.
Running out of cards again. Okay. That's a few of them. I'll burn my last point of potential to make it 15.
Okay. Pulling for Grim. You said 15?
Yeah.
Alright, well the good news is you got him to spend a point of potential on this one
Good.
to make you fail.
That's
Wearing
Wearing 'em
so that's gonna be 17 for Grim. I'll mark that potential. As you feel another sort of materializing underneath you, an arm comes up and a hand which grabs onto the side of your leg again. And let me spend that potential before I forget. And needs to spend a syllable for this too. Down 2 syllables. Grim uses his ability touch as part of his incoherency singularity, and you feel like something like drained from you, almost like you age slightly as the hand touches you. This is the secondary ability from his teleportation thing. He's moving you forward in time instead of space. So he's going to steal successes from your next simple check, equal to 3. So he takes 3 successes from whatever your next check is, and he'll get to add those to his. So, but I think narratively, what that happens is, Aiden, you are just kind of like the wind is taken out of you for a second as that happens. However, as
How much time is it? Do I get a sexy white streak in my hair?
not that much time. It's like a few minutes, not like a
Dang.
not like years off your life.
Well, you know.
If you
Not
really-
to 50.
Let's, I think at that exact moment, just as you feel like that being taken away and you realize like you're in a bad spot here, and realizing you have no way to contact your friends to warn them, there is a single feather that flutters like out from your peripheral, and you see a black feather kind of floating through the air in front of you. And you turn
Aiden just gets
to
a real shit-eating grin on his face.
and you turn to see behind you this portal opening up in space, just this black vortex that it looks like it's made of almost shadows, but you can see some texture to it, like it's this amorphous ring of feathers forming in the air. And as it parts away, you can see Amaris standing there straining, with Mori and Yuri and Luca grasped on behind them. Since you elected to create the portal, I'm gonna give you all the choice. Is Aiden coming through the portal, or are you all going into the portal?
I mean,
I figure if we see him in a box, I think we're gonna pull him out.
yeah. Mori just shouts, Aiden!
That's my ride.
Bye.
Gone. I'm out.
Aiden, I'm gonna tell you something. You notice this, and I think only Aiden really notices this, and you can make of it what you want. As you turn, all these bubbles are surrounding you, and including behind you. And as you turn, you begin to move. You watch this, like, just before you get to them, the bubbles that were between you and the portal pop, giving you a clear path to leave.
Mellow. I'm out.
And Aiden goes rushing through the portal, and you can see the smile on Grim fade out of something probably approaching anger as Aiden escapes.
Woo.
Amaris just jumps on him.
I'm fine.
Yuri.
Real quick,
Uh-huh.
Aiden kind of looks up from Amaris's shoulder, and Yuri just gives a thumbs up before there's a wobble, and then he collapses.
What did you do? Yuri,
Hey, Pars.
what did
So
you
we can
do?
As you hear the muffled shouts of Aiden above you, and you fold into this inky black space, everything falling in around you as you feel that presence inside of you beginning to push to the surface in a way that you cannot control and consuming your mind. All right, RJ.
We've got some rules. I think I'm like on page 7.
For whatever reason, your character died or has coherency 0. We get to do a pool here to see if your character either dies or goes incoherent.
Yippee.
I don't know what you consider to be the better outcome of those two. But that's...
We can't pay for new art, so
He's gonna be happy either way.
I'll be happy either way.
All right.
There are some steps
I mean, we
for
can.
going incoherent.
There are some steps. Yeah.
Uh,
So you're going to put your health damage, basically all your cards, back in your deck.
mhm.
You are going to shuffle your deck.
Yep.
And then typically what would happen is I would draw one of your cards and you would draw one of your cards.
Right.
So what I want you to do is take the top card off the deck and I want you to put it to the side face down.
Okay.
All right. Now you're going to draw the top card of the deck and you're going to look at it. You can tell us what it is.
It is a ace of whatever this. Spades. Ace of spades.
Spades. Well, so that's actually
The ace
pretty
of
good pull
spades.
here.
That's fucking
That's
good.
pretty
Because
much
it's
the best pull.
lowest.
Well, no,
Yep.
it's not the lowest. You get to gamble on this now. So you get to decide and guess whether you think your card is higher,
Higher, lower,
lower,
the
or
same.
equal. If you're
I-
correct, then you go incoherent.
So a bit of math with my deck. I have almost all of the ace cards as well because I have a
Yeah.
trick that lets me use them as
Well, I guess-
+2.
Yeah. So here's the rule. If you are correct, sorry, never mind. If you're incorrect, you either die or become an incontrollable monster. If you are correct, then you get to become incoherent but retain some semblance of control.
Right. I'm gonna say higher considering all things.
Mathematically, that's probably the
It's
better.
probably. I'm gonna say lower and go for
No,
it.
I think your real threat here is whether
Sure.
it's equal, because I assume you know if you have other aces in your deck.
I have other aces in my deck, and I could not have pulled one of the worst cards if I said lower. It's a 3.
I was about to say, I'm gonna gamble on you like being okay because RJ's fucking lucky streak is lasting his entire
Well,
life.
So, and that could have gone bad if I had reversed it and had it been your card first, and then you got that 3, and you were having to guess higher or lower, because I'm pretty sure you would have gone higher on that one.
I would have gone higher, yes.
Yeah. Okay. 3 of spades. So you are correct. which means that your character falls into incoherency, but you remain in continuous control of the character. There's a couple of things that happen here that,
which I will do off stream because there's
yeah,
a lot
I
of
want
it.
to, because we're going to have to decide some stuff. And I almost want to say, instead of having this all happen instantaneously, I kind of want to, let's just say things are okay right now.
I have a way to punt this down the road. I want to say that Mori immediately recognizes what the danger is here, and he feeds him one of the administrator pills.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So you're essentially doing that to keep you. I will say narratively we can do things that way, and
I'm not.
You won't
saying
be able to
he's not
continue to do
incoherent.
this, but narratively this at least keeps Yuri
Stable.
in a stable state, while
Mhm.
Yuri, while RJ, you and I can work out the
Stuff
so
and things.
don't do it yet. Well, you and I will talk about it after we're done and figure out how
This
we
is
want to.
the way that we're narratively kicking it down the road.
Yeah. So, as Yuri is collapsed to the ground, Aiden calling out to him, Yuri, you feel this shadow overcoming you in this place of darkness surrounding you once again, and you hear the voice of Amarok once more speaking to you, though you do not see his bestial form again. And says, "That was a lot faster than I expected."
That was a lot faster than I expected.
You know that I will consume you.
This isn't something I can stop, is it?
No.
A little more time, please.
What would more time even mean to you? What could you do with a few days, weeks, years that you haven't already?
I still have something I need to do to protect my pack, my family in Ward 47. After that, it's all yours.
The pack. That's all you ever talk about. All you think about. All you care about.
What else is there
Do
to
you
care
not
for?
do anything for yourself?
All right, one, fuck you, my choices are my own. I choose to help the people I care for. Because I'm strong enough to do that.
Hopeless. Foolish. But fine. Time means so very little to me. I'll watch you squirm a bit longer. And you feel that that shadow, this like creeping, it relaxes a bit. It almost feels like essentially you are being held underwater, under this viscous fluid all around you, and all you are being allowed to do is raise your face to the surface just so slightly. And that is when your eyes open and you see your companions above you.
Ow.
Hey, you, buddy? You okay?
And you can see you gave him the injection of the yeah, you can see Mori pulling away a pneumatic like injection cylinder, which is has the Cinecorp logo on the side, and you can feel that sting in your arm where you just had the reciprocal injected.
I don't think I'm doing so good.
We gotta get out of here.
Mori's gonna help Yuri to his feet.
Okay.
I think if Yuri is hanging on to Mori, you could just feel like a slight undulation underneath the surface of the skin as like the parsite is just moving around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later, but you're an embodiment, Maine. There are going to be some physical changes.
Yeah, row. Okay.
So there are going to be changes in your body, Yuri.
Changes.
I already have an entire. Oh, I've got some things to do on the side. Yuri's passed out in the car.
Yep.
Yeah, we're running up to.
Yeah,
we're
you'll
going
get
up.
in the lift. You rush up to the roof. I won't have you hacked, so you get the car. All of you filing into it. Luca hopping in the driver's chair, and the flashy car goes.
I'm
zooming
gonna
off
call
into the distance.
Deo too and sort of give him the lowdown of what happened and that we're getting the fuck out.
Okay, let's just say that you give the Deo the 411, and he tells you to meet back at the caravan. So we can cut to that scene. Is there anything anybody wants to do before you go, like during the ride or before you go to debrief with Deo?
Aiden
Amaris-
is quiet.
Amaris won't let go of Aiden. This is just like holding his hand. Like
Who's
didn't even let
driving?
go to get into the car.
I mean, the car auto drives, but Luca is
Oh,
the
it
one
auto
that's-
drives, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luca is in the seat in the driver's chair just in case, but yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, Mori's gonna keep an eye on Yuri.
Yeah, I think
I feel like it's quiet in the car.
yeah, probably pretty quiet. Aiden, Amaris hanging on to Aiden, Luca just silently driving. You can see Luca kind of like hand shaking a little bit as he's clutching the steering wheel. This having been a pretty rough experience. You all go to the vehicle lands quietly back at the back at the Tinta camp. There's a few people around to see you all as you get out, looking a bit worse for wear collectively. Luca kind of assuages them and gives a nod and says, I'm gonna find Dale. We should talk with him.
Is there like a medical tent that we can drop Yuri off?
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, I can say there's a little medical center.
Yeah, I think the rest of you could use it too. You got a health point there, Mori.
Yeah, but
I only took 2 wounds.
I've got 4.
yeah, but like Deo needs to be spoken with. Mori's gonna drop off Yuri at the medical tent, leave them with another syringe, and give like strict instructions that if Yuri wakes up and something seems wrong, like give him the injection. Then he'll go and go with the others to meet Deo.
Okay.
Hey, before we go in, I think I might have made a pretty strong impression on Mello.
That's
Yeah.
good, right?
Those were his bubbles. We had words, and he let me out. They let me out.
Dissension in the ranks.
One can only hope.
I hoped we might be able to get through to them. I feel bad. They were made basically for an impossible goal.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they don't have autonomy.
Well, it's the trying that matters, right?
Yeah.
Aiden doesn't seem okay, does he?
Nope. Not even a little bit.
Okay. We're gonna go and report to Deo.
Not even a little smirk.
So just the three of you. Yuri is passed out at the medical tent. Or Yuri, you could get up and go with them if you want to. You're passed out of your own choice right now.
Punk shoe. Me.
Okay. I might have something for Yuri, but then if Yuri's unconscious. All right, Aiden, Amaris, and Mori, you find the siblings at the in Deo's what's the word? Like trailer. Jeez. There's a bit of a kind of a somber attitude. Luca is sitting in a chair, having a stiff drink. Deo is standing next to him, has his hand on Luca's shoulders, kind of patting him slightly, and Cloud is sitting in a chair next to Luca, holding his hand. And you come in, and Deo moves around to the three of you very quickly, and you're almost worried. Like for a second, he's approaching pretty aggressively, and you're kind of worried that he's about to be pretty pissed off at you. And he comes up to you and he claps a hand on like Aiden and Mori's shoulders and says, "Thank you. Thank you for keeping him safe."
He did pretty well on his own.
Safe too.
And
Yeah,
looking to you,
so-
Amaris. I didn't mean to make that sound like he was just talking to the two of them. He's talking to all three of you. He just only has two hands to put on shoulders, and they're kind of
A third hand.
at a higher.
Yeah, they're
at
a
different
little
height.
taller.
Shoulders
That-
are
that
more
makes-
reachable.
Yeah, makes sense.
It was a two-way street. Took care of us.
Crash came in handy.
heard.
Mori will just go like right into it, give like a very dry report of everything that happened.
Sort of. I've gone over to Luca. Hey, got an extra glass?
Looks up, gives a shaky nod, and you see before he has a chance to do anything, Deo pulls out a handful of glasses, sets them on the table, grabs the bottle, pours around for everyone, says, "Luca filled us in on the details, but it seems like you read into some people you know. These incoherents. You've experienced them before."
Oh,
Yeah. They're very dangerous.
And everywhere, it seems.
We didn't know that they were still around. I thought that they had returned to the collective, wherever the collective goes. But they are here, or they were here. And they're responsible for this whole situation going on in the city. And Mori casts exposition, explains Mello's involvement and the fact that Dr. Green is Cash, etc., etc. So that endorsement is revoked.
Yeah. Yeah. You regale him with all of that. He's probably asked a couple of questions to fill in some gaps. What the collective is, how what it is that you've dealt with them before. Maybe explain if y'all are willing to explain what happened in Sinnoh previously.
No reason to withhold information.
They are friends.
And then he stabs you. No.
In the leg.
In the
Finally.
leg.
The captions apparently said when you said cast exposition, it said cast sex position.
That sounds like a shirt to me.
Number 12, the spread eagle.
So these incoherents, this collective is behind this drug.
At least to some degree. They're supporting it. At least it furthers their own goals. They would like everyone on the planet to become parselings and then incoherent and part of the collective.
Right. I suppose that makes more sense why they were so adamant for us to cooperate with them, use their resources. And if Cash was providing weapons to the Separus, was providing weapons to the Kaete, then well, that was the reason you were here.
Yeah.
Push us that extra step.
I think it goes without saying that endorsement has been revoked.
Fucking corpse.
I apologize.
I trust you that you knew nothing of this. I've known a lot of good liars in my time. You're all good, but not that good.
I'm not a good liar.
You were saying more.
Do you have any more questions for me?
Is Yuri all right?
Mori
Amaris'
hesitates.
face falls.
No.
What happened?
No, he's not.
It's my fault.
It's not your fault.
It is. We did a parse to get Aiden back.
Amaris, he wanted to lead that parse. Yuri chose to be a part of it. And it was my idea to do the parse to begin with. It's not your fault.
It's nobody's fault. We all knew this was a possibility.
I'm misunderstanding. What happened?
Grim took Aiden and we parsed to get him back.
Another thing I owe Luca.
Lucas in the back says, y'all aren't. You don't owe me anything, Aiden. I put jelly in your sleeping bag.
I started it.
But seriously, y'all don't fuck around when it comes to parsing. That was pretty wild.
There's nothing.
I don't want to know what something is for you all then. And Deo says, will Yuri survive?
we're all still here, and we'll do everything that we can for Yuri. And like Mori's nose starts bleeding again. He just kind of like wipes it and says, I might need to lay down.
Yeah, everyone should get patched up. You guys took care of a lot.
I'm fine. Mori, you ought to go back to the medical tent.
Mori nods and slinks out of the room.
You should too.
Amaris looks like she wants to say something. And then I think her eyes just sort of well up and she runs out of the tent.
Okay. So everyone leaves.
No, I'm still there.
Oh, Aiden's still there. Okay.
You guys ever had anybody go incoherent?
Cloud and Luca look to Deo, who sits back down, pours himself a drink, and says, "Yeah, it's happened once or twice."
No special tricks to keep it from happening?
No. Usually, start noticing signs, pushing themselves too far, or coming back from an injury they shouldn't. You see
Wow.
changes.
That's just regular Yuri.
You'll see changes at first. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's slower. We've had a couple that they were gone immediately, and we had to.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. I'm not saying that there isn't a way out there. There are so many unexplained things in this world. Yeah, I know we probably seem like we understand everything when it comes to parasites, but we don't. There's more that we learn all the time. Each passing generation adds something new.
I don't really have generations to wait.
Maybe we'll find something. You'll keep them safe. All of them. Even if it means doing something that you don't want to.
I don't know anymore, man. It was a lot easier to do this when I was forgetting stuff.
Deo looks to Luca and looks back at you and says, Luca's told me a bit, explained to us what happened during your encounter and what happened at Sepris, and you all dealt with something that was, well, beyond expectation. Didn't have time to plan, didn't have time to have a contingency, but you all survived. And part of that, if not most of that, was making the choices that needed to be made at the time. And that's what leading is. It's not planning for the worst, it's responding to it when it happens. Because you can't plan for everything. And Aiden, I haven't known you for long, but you seem like the type that knows what you need to do when the time comes.
Not a leader, man. I'm a former artist and barely a scientist, and sort of the reason everybody's in trouble all the time.
With the exception of the science and arts, you pretty much described me when I was younger, so.
You can't be that much older than me.
Maybe not in years, but in experience.
I guess that's true. So then what would you do if you were me?
I'd find out what I could, so that when I gather as much information as I could, as possible, so that when I'm confronted with the full picture, I can make the best decision I can. It's the way I always do things.
Sounds easy when you say it.
Well, comes the practice. It's not always easy to do at the moment, but you won't know the effects that this will have on Yuri until you do. So just decide beforehand what the most important thing is to you. And push.
Lucky for me, my deck's built around that.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Thanks, Tatum.
If you need anything else, just let us know. If you're looking to get home, we can help you with transport.
You sure you don't need us around?
I wouldn't complain about it. Having a few extra hands around to deal with whatever's coming our way now that Cyprus is all cat's out of the bag there. But this doesn't seem like a storm the castle situation. This is going to be slow.
Yeah, it was last time we dealt with this too.
So, you probably have business to attend to back in Sinnoh.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're not just gonna leave you guys stranded here.
As long as we're out here and have our freedom, we're not stranded. But I appreciate it. Go check on the others, it's fine.
Can we say I don't need to play anything out. I think you're probably going to Yuri, but I think Amaris went back to the medical tent.
Uh-huh.
And went to sit by Yuri's bed and takes his hand, and she's gonna do her lens trick.
Okay.
I think just to monitor him a little bit.
Okay.
Just
See if
to-
you see his ghost leaving his body.
I mean, kind of, but even hoping to kind of see how bad it is right now.
What are you
Yeah.
doing, Amaris? I'm right behind you. Wait, why is my body on the table?
Actually, yeah, let's this is a good way to tie it in, because I think we're going to be concluding here in a second. Is there anything, before I get into this, Mori, is there anything you want to do?
I don't know. Is there anything you want Mori to do?
I guess it's probably, if we want to say 3 hours have passed, we can go ahead
About
and
that
do
time,
your
chaps?
coherency check.
Right.
What are you at right now?
He's in the bathroom washing his face.
No. What are you at with coherency right now?
Oh. Sorry. Once
That's
again,
great.
the sleep.
What are you at now? I'm in the bathroom. Just wash my face.
It's Luis from
Mentally-
the Ant-Man doing a recap of where Mori is at now.
Mentally, physically, or emotionally.
I just need to
my
know
cohe-
whether we're about to have a second incoherent on our hands.
No. My coherency is still at 3.
Okay. You got plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh my god.
We should not do divine parses.
This is the downside of doing a divine farce. You can do anything, but it's a real strain on you.
Costly.
And don't forget, if you want to buy more coherency, you might want to save up for that.
Oh, you're not
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
But I can't go back to being. I'm.
Oh no,
incoherent now.
you're where you're at now,
I'm
RJ.
where I'm at.
Welcome to hell.
I could buy hell too, but I haven't done that either.
Wait, so you can't, once you hit 0, you can't buy
No.
coherency?
No. You
can't
could buy it if you go, I think if you go, because you can go up to -3. Once you hit -4, you die again.
Once you're like -2 or something like that, then you can buy to maintain.
I think, yeah, you could buy from -2 to go back to -1 or -1 to go back to 0.
But you can never go back.
I don't think you can go
to-
back above.
Unless you want to divine parse me again.
So there's no coming back at all.
Not that y'all know of.
Plot points.
Yeah.
Plot points. Points.
Points. So, Mori, you've got 3, so you're going to draw 2 cards. You're looking for a diamond.
Nope.
So you're at 2 now.
Spend some. We have DM permission to buy, so.
Do you want some of mine? I have 6.
I'm good.
That's nice.
Sweet boy Aiden. Immune to the horrors of this world.
Hey, in my
Nice.
defense, I was at 7 a long time
So
ago.
you hadn't lost any up until today.
It was the last time we had to do because I didn't have to do it today. It was whatever the last time we had to do a coherency check was. I
Oh,
lost.
Or with
right.
the sunflower.
Yeah,
It was the
it
last
was-
time we
it
had
was,
to spend.
It was the last
one.
time we did a divine
Yeah.
purse. Yeah.
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 I've
Sweet boy.
never failed. I haven't had to do one again.
Mori, so you're in the bathroom,
Mhm.
and I think, yeah, let's do this. You're in the bathroom. I imagine like washing your hands or like splashing water in your face or something. Just trying to like center yourself. And your hands braced on the side of the sink. You look up at the mirror and see the void staring back at you. And then there's this weird moment where it almost feels like the bathroom like tilts slightly, and you feel like like the world destabilizes, and you watch as the mirror in front of you like cracks around the edges, these spiderweb cracks forming all in unison. And as that happens, the void fills in and you see your face. And it's like comforting for a moment because you're looking at your own face again. But just for a moment, as you have that dawning realization of this connection, as you're looking at the mirror and you're looking at this face, because it's not entirely the same. You see scars running down the sides of it. You see that shock of green hair. And you see another figure that is like staring at the mirror. Let's add a deep sigh that you find yourself mirroring, as you are now realizing you're not the caster, but you are the reflection. And you see them touch their face a bit, swoop their hair back. All right, let's get this started. And you find yourself mirroring Ego as they turn. And you just barely, before you fully turn around from the mirror, you can see a reflection behind them of a very dark room that has a you can see a bed like through the bathroom door that has sheets kind of strewn across it. Everything looks like faded, broken, worn. Everything looks like degraded to a sense, like the wood panels on the walls are rotted away. And you can vaguely make out a window with curtains flapping out of it. The curtains themselves are like half torn off the side, like they are again also kind of like rotted away material. But there's a breeze coming in from outside, and you hear in the distance a bell tolling. But as you turn and you break connection with the mirror, you're back in control and you're in the bathroom again.
Yeah, I think he's just gasping and white knuckling the sink basin. And like almost scared to look at the mirror again. But he has to know. Like he looks like
Everything's fine.
Like touches his face. And like takes a few deep breaths to like center himself and like not show that panic. Yeah, he goes to the medical tent. Maybe he needs more help than he thought.
Amaris, before we get to Yuri, make me a perception check. So pull for perception insight.
Oh yeah, it's perception. Yeah, perception insight. Okay, so it's. I'm assuming I've had time to recompose.
Yeah.
I need some time to just compose.
Yeah.
Recomposing implies that I was composed at some point.
My secret cap, I'm always uncomposed.
For 6, I got my 7, but it's only a 1. But that's 12. And the threshold's only a 2 for this.
You're watching Yuri as you center yourself and you focus on your this vision that's kind of like, I imagine for Mars, like it's always almost there. It's kind of like it's like changing the layer a bit, like moving a layer up so you can see this shrouded ghost realm that's always kind of in the back of your perception. And you can see again the like wispy smoke. You can see like moving with Yuri around you. It's kind of like I almost imagine like, you know, Frodo putting on the ring, kind of like that
Ethereal
sort of,
plane,
yeah,
like yeah.
You're looking at Yuri, and Yuri's, I mean, fine, still is a spirit as far as you can tell. But you notice something else as you're looking at Yuri. You're watching as these tendrils around the room, this like wispy, smoky etherealness, some of it is moving too purposefully, and you're watching as these more solidified, darkened tendrils are moving across the ground and up towards Yuri's shoulders, and then towards Yuri's temples, where they just touch very, very softly.
She'll like almost brush his hair to the side, try to like brush at them somehow.
I mean, the mist kind of moves as you touch it, but then it solidifies back where it is. You can't make like physical contact with it.
I think she just takes his hand. Fight. Okay.
Who am I fighting?
I think yourself.
A very weak fist gets raised up and just clocks himself on the chin.
Yuri, you're kind of like coming in and out of consciousness right now. And you can see what's around you. You realize there's a moment where Amaris is above you, and then she's gone again. And you are no longer laying down. Instead, you are standing, and there are these chains that are wrapped around you, around your arms and legs, all of them tacked into the floor surrounding you. Big heavy manacles that are clasped onto your arms and legs and around your neck, and you just can feel this weight pressing down. And then you see a movement in the shadows in front of you. And at first you're expecting Amarak to come stepping out towards you again, but the form is smaller, human-sized. And instead you see an sort of an indescript, indecipherable, like humanoid form, seemingly comprised of ink or some sort of viscous material. And as they step towards you, the room itself, this darkness behind them sort of moves with them, like they're pressing up against a like an elastic surface that's pulling along them. And as they approach you, you hear a familiar voice because you've heard it before at Sinocorp. You hear the voice of this multifaceted voice of the collective begin to speak out towards you, and says, you just hear a couple whispers at first, Yuri, 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 Yuri. And then finally one more solidified, but again, multi-timbered voice that says, "You finally made it, my child."
Okay. Yuri begins to struggle against the bonds, just grunting. What is this?
They stride towards you, and seemingly to address the chains, it says, "These are the weights that have been placed on you. These are the expectations, the conflict within made manifest. And as you look down, you can see the chains themselves are all engraved with different words. Dozens of different words, some describing you, some describing things you like, some describing things you hate, some they're like names of people or places that are important to Yuri. It says, "This is everything you aren't, that has been forced into you to mold you, to shape you into something that you were never meant to be. You are special, my youngest, the only one not born but made. You are unique, and as such, you could accomplish truly unique and special things. But you must break the bindings that hold you."
Yuri takes a look at the chains around him, looking at the words. If I were to break these chains, the things that keep me grounded, what am I going to become?
Perfect.
On the outside, I think Yuri has passed out again with Amaris like holding his hand. The heart rate monitor begins to spike before it flatlines.
Amaris freaks out and starts yelling at anyone in the medical tent. Starts doing CPR.
There are a tense couple of minutes where Amaris is performing CPR, and then finally there's the steady boop, boop. But during this time, as you're performing CPR, there are these tattooed chains that appear all over Yuri's body, on his unsleeved arms. It looks like there are manacles that have been tattooed there. The word freedom is tattooed across his throat before a collar is ripped across it. And I think if you still have lens, there might be like the truth smile from Full Metal Alchemist, that rictus grin before it vanishes.
Amaris just like tears falling down her face, doing CPR.
I think this is the moment where like Mori walks back into the medical tent, and seeing all of this happen, he's just kind of like dumbstruck. He can't find himself able to do anything. But his hand goes into his pocket and closes around the vial. And after a moment, he lets go and waits to see what will happen.
Meanwhile, back in the mind world. I don't know if I want to become perfect. I like being me. Not the fox me, myself.
The presence, the collective stretches up to you so that it is mere inches away from you, and you can see this warping in space that is trailing back like infinitely behind it. And you, for the first time, realize it's not a single entity standing before you. There are hundreds behind that are pushing against this film, just with this one at the front that is speaking with you. And it says, "Those are the chains speaking, and my child, Amarok, freedom." You will break them. I believe in you. And the space, you watch as a fissure seems to open straight down the center, the space kind of peeling away. And just as you're getting a look into the darkness behind, you snap, opening your eyes, and Yuri lets out a horrendous roar. And that's where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Hear me out now. You're gonna listen to me like it or not.
Oh boy, y'all.
So much muted screaming today. Woo!
I'm so happy.
3 more hours.
3 more hours.
Bears!
Y'all, that went so much further than I expected.
What can we say? We like to keep you on your toes.
Keep your bros on your toes.
That really, Yuri going incoherent was not something I had in my game plan for this next arc, but I think I can work it in a way that will be fun. So, fun for me at least.
We could just put him like next to the farm in the sky. That's alright.
Uh-huh.
No.
Don't worry, Pa. I'll do it.
Someone's out, take Yuri out back.
No.
Old Yuri.
Yuri.
Jed says 3 more hours and then therapy.
And then therapy. All right, that's where we're gonna call our session for tonight. So let's do our end of session questions and then our stars and wishes, and then we'll get going because we're already over time because I'm a trash person.
No.
Take that back. That's my friend you're talking about.
Stop it.
I'll bully them if I want to.
Call me a raccoon because I love that trash.
Y'all are gross. All right, script criteria. Everyone was here against script.
Yay.
Yay.
Each character who has learned something new or experienced character growth gains 1 script.
Jesus Christ.
Character growth.
I think that's everybody.
That's
Does doing drugs count?
Yes.
everyone.
I think you've all had some character growth in this, whether it's Amaris being bold and like, I'm gonna save my boyfriend, or Aiden getting super like intense in that, like Aiden pulling some emotional cards and not really manipulating, but like getting really like forceful, like, hey, you coward. I think when you called Mello a coward for that, like that's what hit me the hardest on that.
Oh shit.
It was so good. And then of course, like, yeah, Mori descending in, watching your family fall apart here and descending into madness to try to save them. And then Yuri, where to start?
Where to start?
Yuri died.
Yuri died. Oh my god, he died.
And that time, this time we're not joking. All right, so yeah, growth.
Only a little bit.
Heroism is again one that I feel like everyone did. Definitely all of you that parsed. And then Aiden, I mean, you did some heroic shit too, not only in the fight, but like trying to convince Mello to join your side, despite the fact that you're in a really like dangerous situation there, not giving into that and trying to like push for your advantage. That was all good. So I think you all get heroism for that. Wisdom. Each character presents a plan or a solution that drastically alters the fate of the party against 1 script. All right, who was it that proposed the parse? Because I don't remember who it was that said let's parse.
Amaris did the panic parse.
That has so far altered the fate of the party that it's not even funny. So,
Yup.
if that was Amaris, you can take a script for that. I don't know if there were any other plans that were made that y'all would consider, but that to me stuck out as one that was like definitely 100%. But if nothing else there, I don't think we had any great failures today.
Nope.
I don't think we had any crit successes.
No.
No.
Okay. Anyone achieve a goal?
Oh, shoot, hold on. I don't even remember my goals.
Talk confidently to someone in power, I believe.
Yeah! You did it!
I think I did it.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it happen and going like, oh, that was a goal.
I think I finished mine too.
Really?
Establish a real trusting relationship with the Tinta.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say 100%.
I think
You've done
we're
that.
there.
Yeah.
I
You've
think-
completely done that.
I think talking to Amarok about being a pack instead of a loner might be out the window now, but we'll see.
Yeah, you didn't really have a chance to convince Amarok to join your side before you went incoherent and went and handed them the wheel.
Maybe I can convince them to.
But you still have a chance because you do have that tentative control, so there
If
is
I
a little
die
back and
again,
forth
I
between the two
will.
of you.
Yeah.
If you hit that -4, it is completely Amarok's ball game at that point.
Yippee!
So you could keep that one. I'd say there's still a chance. And did Mori get one?
What?
Did you get a goal? Did you achieve a goal?
Oh, no, not yet. I didn't
Okay.
even make a new goal. I have
Oh.
one now.
Or term goal for Mori: do drugs.
Do drugs.
um,
No.
actually, legitimately, my goal is like, it's either do the drugs or kick the habit. It's one of the two.
Another Linkin Park song. Awesome. Breaking the habit.
Okay. Oh shoot. Yeah, we'll talk after about the effects of one dose versus multiple doses because I need to talk about. You failed anyway, so it doesn't matter. But all right. Shoot goals. All right, let's do stars and wishes. I'll give out a quote. So Van, do you want to kick us off like usual, or do you need a minute?
No, I've got mine. Because my star goes to Mori doing drugs. I was so ready. Since last time, like, I've been thinking about it, and I'm just like, sometimes it's gonna come up, and he's gonna have to make that choice. And I was just like, oh, I'm so ready, I'm so ready. And that moment of inner conflict was just really a choice for me, and I enjoyed it. Cool. I love watching Mori struggle with things. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I mean that as a compliment. So yeah, it's Mori doing drugs. Now we just gotta get him to be gay and hail Satan, and it'll be good. My wish. I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm sure we'll find the space for it to happen, but Aiden's about to have a little bit of an emotional breakdown.
Okay,
He's reaching his limit.
that's fair.
So my wish is maybe a moment that will just really push him over the edge a little bit. 'Cause he doesn't do that.
I think we can get there together.
Yeah. Hurt me.
If there's one thing that I've never been afraid to do in this game.
Or you could cut off his arm.
I haven't done that in a while.
I'll accept either
Cyber Aiden
one.
2.0. Let's do it.
Perfect.
No, Luca
Thank
will just
you.
think I'm copying him.
Not if you do it on the opposite arm.
Cut cyber head. Cut off your head, and that's new. RJ.
Hey, stars and wishes. Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to split my star between Aiden and Amaris being the charisma faces this time around, talking all that mad shit to Mello in the group. Aiden, that was really good. And Amaris taking charge to save her boyfriend is very sweet, and I appreciate both of them. My wish. Let's get weird. Let's get freaky. Let's get some funk going on with Incoherence. I've got some ideas.
Yeah. I have ideas too. We're gonna have to talk about your new traits, your new abilities too, as a incoherent.
Just little fears. That's how he's going Incoherent.
Perfect. Thank you, RJ. Sealed.
My star is going to RJ for I really don't. I've never met any player who just rolls with such a plum on, yeah, fuck up my character completely. Like, I could die. Yeah, let's do
Somehow
this.
I got
I'm
kidnapped
here
and
for
he
it.
got fucked up.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
How?
Well,
How?
you see, Yuri has a gun, but the barrel is turned backwards towards himself.
Yeah.
You see, what happens is that somebody tries to shoot you, and then somebody else, like, runs in front of you, and then you fold over them to intercept the bullet.
Hey,
and they
look.
fold over you to intercept
When
the
you
bullet.
shoot a finger gun, there are 3 finger guns aimed right back at you.
Damn, that's deep, dude.
Oh, I love it.
I know. And my wish, Amaris is about to go like full Lorenzo's oil up in here of just like, we are finding a way to bring people back from incoherency. She is not a scientist. She has no fucking idea how, but through sheer obsession and passion, this is happening. It's just happening.
Got the power of God and anime on your side. You can do it.
Yes.
So I'm just
That's
laughing at the
me.
meme you posted in the chat.
It's so true.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
So my stars. I'm giving one to Amaris for being assertive. I've noticed that was happening immediately, and I was all like, oh, Brad Papa. And the other one's going to Val for being scary just on a hair turn. I did it on purpose. When you asked where Mori was, and I said, in the bathroom, I was all like, here's the scene, take it away.
Yeah.
100% did. I was very pleased. Wishes. I want to see our NPCs again, the ones at home. I miss them. I want to see Leroy. I want to see Evelyn.
Roy's
I
gonna be
miss them.
so upset.
I need
I need my mom.
I need my emotional support peers that are the same age as me.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll be back to them next week. I mean, unless y'all decide you want to stick around here any longer, I think you have a good out here if you want to head back.
I don't like the way you said that. You said it like they were dead.
No.
Wait!
No.
I think-
No.
Anyway, that's me.
Perfect. So I'll say this. I'm giving the quote to Aiden today. I really want to give it to you for the one that's not on the list, which is you calling Mello a coward. Because that was so good.
What
but
are you
I
gonna
also
do
don't
about
know
it,
how-
coward?
Yeah, I really liked that. Yeah, that one stuck. It's so rare that I remember a quote from a session by the end
That's
of it.
fair.
That one stuck with me so much that that's the one I have to give it to you for.
Okay.
I'll
I'll put it on one of my hearts.
Yeah, that was such a change for Aiden, and it was also so impactful to what could have happened this session and what may happen in future sessions that I'm so into it. So I'm very, very happy. So yeah, that one goes to Aiden for today. And that's gonna be it. We're way over time. So I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Thank you everyone out there for watching. Very much appreciate it. Sorry for the emotional trauma. Not sorry for the emotional
not.
trauma. We will be continuing this in a week to pick things up. Join us in the meantime for all of our other shows. We'll have our next regularly scheduled stream. We'll be on Monday for our Dragon Age game, Red Jenny, at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So if you want more trauma, come join us for that. We haven't gotten to this level of trauma in that game yet, but it's probably coming soon. And then RJ and I tomorrow are going to be doing some more Nuzlocking. So come and hang out tomorrow afternoon for that, playing some video games. Thank you, my lovely players, for being just a joy and trusting me enough to do this shit to y'all.
You do it
like
to
it.
ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, y'all do it mostly to yourselves. Y'all have hurt yourselves more often than I ever have. So And thank you everyone out there in the chat for watching. We will see you in 1 week. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.
Sing me a lullaby. Sing me a lullaby. Sing me a lullaby. Sing me a lullaby.